What a great night for week 2 of the high school football season. Gorgeous night here at Anderson County. And what a matchup we've got tonight as the Irish come in 1-0 after an impressive win over Murfreesboro Riverdale a week ago, 20-6. Anderson County says they're 1-0, but not officially because their 18-7 lead over Powell in the second half because of lightning was called a no contest. Nobody got the win, nobody got the loss. But the Mavericks, as is typically the case, their confidence is high and they feel good about themselves.
Well, they're rolling into this game. They moved the ball really on a Powell team, a good chunk of that first half. And the biggest thing is, can they keep John David Gillum on the field?
Sure.
As Davy explained at halftime, he has diabetes. He kind of had the blood sugar spike, and that caused him to miss the second quarter. And the fact that Powell was on the field for like 94 of a possible 98 plays in the second quarter. Either way, in the first quarter, offense looked really good. It looked crisp, and we'll see how it looks tonight against the Catholic team. As you said, they looked really good against Murfreesboro.
Yeah, they did defensively especially. Let's welcome in Emily Ray Cochran from WBIR, bottom of your screen over there. Eric Kane on the top of the screen. Eric, we'll start with you. Key players to keep your eye on. Let's start with the quarterback, Mac Bartholomew.
Yeah, really talented player, a veteran in the system now. Tore his ACL as a freshman, came back last year, kind of got his toes wet. And last week, man, he's a motivated guy. Threw 2 picks. The offense turned it over 5 times. That offense against a really good Riverdale team, don't get me wrong. Very motivated to get back on track. Underrated runner. Escapability is going to be a thing. He can make things out of the pocket, but a really talented veteran at quarterback for the Fighting Irish.
Emily, you flip it to the other side, and Anderson County's got a kid in Reese Russell who they'll be counting on a lot tonight.
Yeah, we're talking about Reese Russell right now. He's a senior safety, and actually he's the only returner who's on the defensive side of the ball who's starting for the Mavs this year. Last season, Russell racked up 28 tackles and 3 picks as well. His veteran presence will be vital in limiting guys like Tyreek King, who we're going to talk a lot about on offense, and of course that returning starting QB that Eric just talked about.
Yeah, and also he can play tennis. Region 2 AA, like singles player of the year, Emily?
Yeah. He was the only tennis player at Anderson County to ever qualify for states.
Wow. Yeah, he can play tennis, and Eric can't. Eric, let's go back to Catholic just a little bit. We'll talk about Tyreek King a lot tonight. Here's a guy that is one of the worst-kept secrets in the state.
Yeah, phenomenal football player. Talking with Philip Shadowlands and some of the assistant coaches over here, just his burst in and out of his breaks, the explosiveness is there, physicality, the line of scrimmage, maybe still a work in progress, but the speed's there, the athleticism's there. Highly rated 4-star, obviously a Tennessee commit, one of the top prep players in the country, going to be on the field, tonight here on Rivalry Thursday. So a really good one for the Fighting Irish, and obviously Tennessee can't wait to get into Knoxville.
Yeah, no question. By the way, Austin, big commitment. Follow up on that today.
That's right. Tristan Keys just flipped from LSU to Tennessee. That gives them 2 wide receivers with the initials, TK. Tyreek King in this one, Tristan Keys. And Tristan Keys told me he'll be watching tonight, hoping to see his soon-to-be Big Orange brother have a big night against Anderson County.
No question about that. And Emily Ray, by the way, we will go back a little bit later. We'll talk about the Gillum family. We'll talk about JD and all that. But Jason Thompson is a guy who's he's going to be hard to miss tonight at running back for the Mavericks.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to talk about JD a little bit. Obviously, he's a freshman quarterback, new to the system, but his dad is actually his head coach. So it's not just JD who is going to be impressive as a new starter on this offensive side of the ball. Just like you mentioned, he's got some pieces just like Jason Thompson as well.
No question about it. Number of key players, and there's Jason. It was neat to see some of these guys that played for Josh Jones at Bearden, kind of a reuniting at midfield, a hug and a good luck, but not too much luck tonight. We'll get back to you two in just a little bit. Let's turn our attention now over to Maryville as the Rebels. What a game last week against Alcoa.
Yeah, they come up short against Alcoa. They'll look to rebound this week against West. We caught up with offensive lineman Nash Stinnett.
Here at Maryville with offensive and defensive lineman Nash Stinnett. Nash, what do you enjoy most about playing both ways?
Playing both ways, it's great. I can kind of bird dog in practice. I know what's coming on the offensive side, I know what's coming on the defensive side. I know how each person thinks. So if I'm an offensive lineman, and now I'm playing defense, so I know what the defensive lineman's trying to do, and vice versa.
Which one do you like best?
Offense.
Why?
I've played it all my life.
You're a guard, so like when they call in something and you're going to get the pull and get out and be moving, because you look like a pretty good little athlete at guard.
Yes, sir.
How much do you enjoy that part of it?
I love it. I like hitting the little kids.
Get to that second level.
Oh, yeah.
The little kids. What do you like about this year's team?
We got a lot of chemistry. You know, I got my best friends, or the seniors. I played with them my entire life since we were yay tall, and it's just great. I know a lot of the juniors too. We had a lot of young people kind of like mixed in there last year, so we have a lot of experience coming in. So
you hear the coaches talk to you all before after practice, and they're pushing the fact that, you know, last year's group kind of reestablished Maryville.
Sir.
It's up to you guys to continue that and build upon it. How do you do it?
So, well, last year the seniors, they kind of brought back that demeanor of we need a win. We're Maryville, we're state championship contenders, and I think it's our job as seniors to finish that. And how we do that is just working hard in the weight room, working hard out here.
Talk about your faith. How important is that to you?
My faith, it's very important. I went to Costa Rica with Coach Hunt and some of the other players for a mission trip, and it really opened my eyes, like how grateful we are here in America and just the things they don't have down there. It's really sad, and the way I was able to share the word of God with them.
All right, now he may not be the quarterback or the running back or the receiver, but maybe arguably one of the most important players here at Maryville. This guy right here, Nash Stinnett, offensive and defensive lineman.
Yeah, and like Austin said, what a matchup, as Maryville's got West coming up tomorrow night. Charlie Morgan in the house, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Good to see you, man.
Great to be here. Great weather.
Yeah, this is great. Last week we thought it was good until we got going, and then all of a sudden the lightning was horizontal. Thanks for nothing, Charlie.
And it just shut us down.
It shut me down, and there was some of that was probably a good thing. Okay, let's talk about what you guys have got going on. If you missed us last week, we did a big kitchen renovation. My wife loves it. You guys offer everything in the world, the sink, the cabinets. Tell us what all you guys have got.
We have anything goes in the bathroom and anything goes in the kitchen. Behind the wall, the kitchen sink, bathtubs, toilets. But you got to make Mama happy, and if you make Mama happy, everybody's happy.
Yeah, she's happy, and there's my dog Rosie, by the way. Hey, listen, you were talking last year, and we have not talked about this since, the location in Morristown. Tell us where you are in that whole process.
Well, it's a slower process than I ever dreamed of.
Stunned.
To go through the planning commission, this engineer, that architect, and we're finally got it out for bid in this past 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we're getting slowly, but it'll be about another year before we open the doors.
Another year, and that will give you how many locations?
That'll give us 5 locations.
Okay, and here's the thing. I'll finish up with this. I have heard for so long, we've talked about this, that you're employee-owned. You got so many people that everybody's an owner. When your employees come out and you visit with the customer, when they came out to our house, it makes a difference because it matters to them.
It really does, because they're not only are they selling themselves, they're selling Gray Hodges.
Yeah.
And they know if they do a great job, it resonates back into the company.
100%. When you leaving for Atlanta, Charlie?
About 11:30 tomorrow.
11:30. You can bring us back a win?
Definitely a win.
You better. I'm just telling you. By the way, Rick Barnes got a lifetime contract today.
Oh, I hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah, lifetime contract means, it's kind of like you. You've got a lifetime contract with the Gray Hodges. They can't fire you if they want.
Yeah, but they're trying to throw me out the back door, but I'm still staying.
Sounds good, man. Hey, see you next week over at Powell, okay?
P-O-W-E-L-L.
There's 2 L's, I think. All right, hey, when we come back, we're going to go back to Emily Ray Cochran of WBIR. We'll talk about J.D. Gillum, the young quarterback for Anderson County. We got a lot to get to as we inch our way forward towards Catholic in Anderson County.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
What's the #1 home improvement project you can do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. You owe it to yourself and your family to find out why 18,000 Tennessee homeowners have made the switch to Aqua Clear water systems. For your free water test and estimate, scan the QR code on the screen. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Goodness gracious, there's the hamburger haze here at Anderson County as the Mavericks 0-0 on the season. Don't tell Davy Gillum that and the Mavericks. I think they're 1-0, but they're 0-0. Emily Ray Cochran is here. What a first weekend we had last week.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because Anderson County didn't even finish that first game. So like you said, Mark, it's kind of like week one all over again. But when you talk about this Gillum family and the story of this Anderson County offense this year, it's no doubt J.D. Gillum, son of head coach Davy Gillum, who's all set to start at quarterback for the Mavs as a freshman this year. And when you think back to how far these two go back training-wise, just to give you some perspective, before JD could even physically pick up an actual football, he already had the muscle memory in his arm to know how to throw one, thanks to his dad. And now, 10-plus years later, he's all set to take over an Anderson County offense that pretty much his dad has been building for 17 years. J.D. Gillum is stepping into the spotlight as the new starting quarterback for Anderson County High School. But being a Mav has been in his blood since he was born.
This is like my second home. It's kind of like my first home. I spend more time here than I do in my room.
J.D. is the son of Anderson County head coach Davy Gillum, who's more likely to call him by his full name out on the field.
John David, get him lined up and go. John David, you're just out here outside the tackle box.
That's been on repeat since his dad first put a football in his hand at just 2 years old. In fact, the week Davy coached his first game at Anderson County was the same week J.D. was born in 2009.
This is all he knows. This has been his backyard, while we're practicing his whole life. He's out here playing, watching practice. Our players have been his heroes and mentors, so probably more special to him than maybe any of us because all he's ever known.
Naturally, having your son under center adds some pressure, but for Coach Gillum, nerves are nothing new.
Get the call and get him going. Let's go.
Even when he was 9, I was more nervous than I am on a Friday, so having him here and being thrust into the limelight as a freshman, but it's come just through years of hard work, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year.
And this story doesn't stop at father and son. Davy's brother is the team's offensive line coach, their sister, the president of the quarterback club.
This is definitely a family affair. When Friday night starts, August the 1st, and we start a scrimmage, then I think everybody around our family knows the Gillum family is going to be here at Anderson County.
Even Davy's niece, Kiana, plays quarterback for the Mavs flag football squad. This year, she'll also cheer her cousin on from the sidelines. For the whole family, watching JD take the field in an Anderson County uniform has been a long time coming.
He's got all the ability in the world. I think he's going to do great things. He's going to lead this team. I think the world's ahead of him.
With a family this close and involved, JD's never been short on support. But he's most thankful for the one who never let him give up.
I wanted to quit 100 times, so I probably wouldn't be here talking to you. I wouldn't be on this field right now. I wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah, guys, talked to Dad not too long ago, and he said, yeah, I'm either really excited about this being his first home game or really nervous, so we'll see what happens. But looking ahead to tomorrow night on the Blitz, Friday night, we've got some great games slated. We've got Jeffco at Sevier County, which is our Rivalry Friday game. West at Maryville. Lamar Brown's old squad facing his new team, Gibbs at Halls as well. Oak Ridge at Clinton. And then finally, Lenoir City at Loudon for the Battle of the Bridge. And man, what a slate of rivalries, guys.
No question about it, and looking forward to tomorrow night. Great story, Emily Ray. Appreciate that. We'll check in with you again in a few minutes. In the meantime, as she said, we'll be over at Sevier County tomorrow night as the defending 5A state champions open their home campaign against Jefferson County. Austin Price had a chance to visit with Wyatt Maples of the Smoky Bears.
Here at Sevier County with wide receiver and defensive back Wyatt Maples. Wyatt, you're coming off the state championship year. That was a phenomenal run, right?
Yes, sir.
How does this team separate from that team and make it its own entity?
I think we just got to keep building on what we've been building on for all these years and just keep doing it the right way, JDR, as Coach says, and just keep winning games.
What do you like about this team, particular team?
I like the brotherhood we have, I like the connections and just the relationships we all have with each other.
All right, you got a pretty good quarterback to catch balls from, right?
Yes, sir.
As a receiver, how much do you feel like you improve yourself just by, playing with him?
I think that knowing the ball is going to be where you need it to be just makes you want to run the routes harder and just know that it's going to be there, so you got to make a play for it.
Which one do you like better, receiver or defensive back?
I play defensive back better, I believe.
Why is that?
I like guarding people.
So you like the defensive side?
Yes, sir.
This is a harder position to do because you don't know where that receiver's going. You got to be able to read things. Talk about your faith. How important is that to you?
I think it's very important to the game, I think having faith in yourself and faith with God is always the best thing you can do.
What do you enjoy most about playing football here at Sevier County?
I just like knowing that I have my brothers around me, and I like knowing that we're going to win games in and out every week.
For you to continue to improve as a player, what do you have to do?
I think you got to stick to the fundamentals and just keep growing as a person and as a player, strength-wise and mentally.
You all are hanging out as teammates, as classmates. Is that part of it that you maybe enjoy more than just? I know Friday nights are fun and the wins are fun, but it's the going to Dairy Queen after the game or whatever, as teammates and hanging out. Are those moments that kind of stick with you?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing about high school football. Everybody talks about just building those relationships that last your lifetime. Those definitely stick with you.
All right, well. Last year, obviously, he's going to stick with him. He's hoping this year will as well. Wyatt Maples here at Sevier County.
Yeah, and by the way, after the game tonight, make sure you stay with us for Team 100, the documentary of Sevier County's run to a state championship last year. Great stuff from our guy, Dustin Hilbelink, as you'll see it right after the broadcast tonight. Sean Galloway is here with us again. We can't get rid of you, can we?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get an application, I think.
We'll put you on the payroll. You're from Methodist Therapy Center.
Absolutely.
Tell us what pediatric physical therapy is.
Pediatric physical therapy is where our therapists in physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy work with kids during their developmental sequence in a developmental age time frame, where they're looking for deviations for what normal children should progress.
Okay. What age are we looking at? I mean, how young is too young to get to you guys? What are you looking for as a parent or a grandparent to say, probably need to go get some professional help?
Yeah, usually we've seen them as early as a couple of days old.
Wow.
Usually they'll go to their pediatrician pretty quick after their birth, and they'll look for deficits and then get them started with us pretty quick.
Okay, you need a referral? Can you walk in if you've got a concern?
Yeah, you can give us a call. We can do some direct access. Most insurance are okay with that. If not, we'll help you get through that process. Just give us a call.
Sounds good. How do they learn about you? Where do they go to get information?
You can get information with us on covenanthealth.com.
Okay.
Or you can call us at 865-835-3370.
Sounds good. Hey, Sean, appreciate you coming by, man.
Thank you.
Sounds good. The check's in the mail since you'll be on the payroll after this week, okay? Sounds good. Hey, Anderson County ready to make their way out. Pyro shows us here. They got the fireworks to shoot off. They got a great opponent over in Catholic. And we're going to show you why my crew is already ready to take naps. They're tired after an incredible pregame meal as the Gray Hodges pregame show rolls on.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Well, this is the pregame meal. There's Scotty Liston, Joe Baker, Christian Inman. Jim and Nick's this year, earlier in the year, I went over with a friend, Andy White. We were eating at Jim and Nick's, and General Manager Jeremy Walker comes up. There's the information right there. You can get your pregame meal. You can have your corporate event catered, whatever it is. I mean, the food's spectacular. And Jeremy is here. Jeremy, by the way, be ready. If I have to cut you off for the national anthem, we've got to honor our country, okay?
Absolutely.
I will tell you that my guys are all taking naps because the food has been that good.
Hey, that's how it goes. It's called a barbecue coma. When you get some of that good old Southern cooking, get your belly full, it's time for a nap.
Hey, tell us what all you guys offer, because it's not just barbecue.
Absolutely not. I mean, we have catfish, we have burgers, we got some of the best wings you'll ever have. We smoke them ourselves, and we put that good crisp on them. It's just we got a lot of stuff for every member of the family. You can't go wrong with any of it.
Tell you what, the band is not ready to play, so I'm going to ask you this again. I have gone to lunch at your place, and most times you go to places for lunch and you can get in. At your place, it's like the line's out the door and down the street over to Westtown Mall.
Hey, when you do everything from scratch and do things the right way, it brings them in. All we do, we try to be good at what we do every day. We produce a very good product, and people love us.
Sounds good, man. Hey, can't thank you guys enough. The pregame meal every week. We sure appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, Jeremy Walker, by the way, he is got a vested interest here as his son's going to be playing. Time now for the national anthem. As always, brought to you by Food City. What a special night here at Anderson County. They'll shoot off fireworks, whether it's the middle of the day, even if you can't see them. They're still going to shoot them off.
Yeah, no doubt. And there'll be a lot more as we turn the attention to the run out, which will be much more spectacular.
And wear crazy masks and all. So before they do that, so that we don't miss it, let's go ahead and tease tomorrow night on OEB Rivalry Friday, which is presented by Carson Newman. I'm anxious to see the Jefferson County defense. I know they opened with Cott County. No disrespect, not the biggest test in the world, but they held Cott County to 27 yards of total offense. Spencer Riley says this is as good a secondary as he may have had at Jefferson County. They're going to be tested against Cooper Newman and that offense tomorrow.
No doubt about it. And Sevier County got off to a quick start against Farragut and improved to 1-0. So both teams are 1-0 heading into that game. But you're right. I mean, the way that Sevier County can beat you, whether it's the deep ball with Newman or just the quick passes out in the screen game, because he has such a quick release, that will be tough to defend because you've got to not only be able to defend at the line of scrimmage, but you've got to be able to defend over the top. So not only the corners will be tested, but so will those safeties.
Season schedule, and we got a lot of games to get to since they're doing Thursdays and Fridays. I mean, that's
a bit of a mouthful, Packer.
Literally like a chemistry test in high school. So we had Halls at Oak Ridge on Thursday games on the left side, Friday games on the right side. Catholic Anderson County tonight, Jefferson County, Sevier County tomorrow. 2 good games next week, Halls and Powell, West and Central. How about that Alcoa West game?
Yeah,
on September the 11th.
I'm interested to see what West does against Maryville tomorrow night. That's what I'm really intrigued by. You got Webb and Greenville at Sevier County is another game I'm excited to see.
Sure.
You know, Greenville throttled Morristown West before the game was called. Last week it was 35-0 in the second quarter.
And how about the last week of the season? Could be 2 region championship games. A lot of football to play, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it could. Probably will be, right? I mean, I don't want to say firm and set in stone, but if you were going to lean to one way, you would definitely think that would be the case.
Yeah, Powell and West, Alcoa, and Anderson County. Okay, we're hearing horns out here. Okay, I guess that's good enough. We're not going to be able to make it because we're running out of time, but Anderson County is about to saunter their way out onto the field. There's the masks and all the headdresses and stuff. Going to be a good one tonight. On Rivalry Thursday, it's Catholic at Anderson County on the other side of the break.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it.
Hey, bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Aubrey's. Let's eat. Aubrey's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Welko is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training with locations in Hardin Valley and Blount County. If you're looking to take your athlete's sports performance to the next level or increase your overall sports performance and fitness, reach out to us at one of our locations in Hardin Valley or in Blount.
The following live sports broadcast is brought to you by Pac-Man HD Productions.
The Stars are out tonight as the Catholic Irish make their way up 75 to face the Anderson County Mavericks. Frozen in time, but not anymore. After no game last week with a no contest, as so many other teams had as well. It's the Mavericks and the Irish tonight on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented as always by Covenant Health. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane, Austin Price, and the Stars definitely out tonight. Tennessee gets a big commitment today at wide receiver. That's 1 5-star. We'll see another one tonight.
Yeah, Tyree King, a phenomenal player, wide receiver, a top 60 player in the country by rivals. Big game last week as well in that win over Riverdale. 7 receptions, 140 yards, and a touchdown. Explosiveness out of his breaks, one of the best in the country, and he'll be a star on display tonight. That's Tyree King.
And he can take it over the top. As for Anderson County, they're going to try to get the ball to Jason Thompson in space and let him do his thing. He was fantastic in the first half last week against Powell before that game was called a no contest due to weather. 6 rushes, 69 yards. He also had 3 receptions for 30 and 1 kickoff return for 27. I know those stats don't technically count because it was a no contest, but the kid's special. and it's honestly somebody that I think schools are going to continue to look more and more at this fall. I think he's going to be a hot name this fall as less names are on the board in recruiting.
I tell you what, he was electric. Let's head down to Emily Ray Cochran, who's standing by with Davy Gillum.
Coach, how does your offense prepare for a pretty stout Knox Catholic defense?
Yeah, it's been a rough week as far as everything it's going to take to be successful tonight. Great players everywhere, very well coached, very disciplined. They do a great job visioning the quarterback, reacting, breaking on it. It's going to be one of the toughest tests any of our offenses had since I've been here. So it's important our O-line really helps control that game so we can be balanced. If we get in a one-sided battle where we're having to throw every play, it's going to be a long night.
Have to ask, JD's first home game, how are you feeling?
I'm on edge, let's just say that. I'm always nervous, but I've taken it to a new level tonight, apparently. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
First quarter is brought to you, as always, by OEB Law. Let us turn your wreck into a check at OEB Law.
I was going to say, as a new father, I can relate there. Always on edge, always worrying about something, but now I'm excited for JD's. The first home game, going to be a really good quarterback and only a freshman, but he's going to be one of the better ones on the field.
Well, a week ago, this Catholic team went over to Murfreesboro.
Catholic has won the toss. Will receive.
Philip Shadowins felt like he was back home, as Shadowins was the coach at Smyrna for such a long time.
And Blackman.
And Blackman. Coach Juwan Jennings at Blackman, former Vol, who was the quarterback there. And Philip, who's lost about 25 pounds in the last year, said it was kind of fun to go back home and get a win. Catholic won the toss. They have elected to receive on a gorgeous, gorgeous night for football.
It is clearly football weather. I mean, like it's got a crispness to it. There's no humidity out there. We've got a great reprieve for late August, and we'll take it.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the star of the show, ready for retirement.
Do they have Ella 2 in training? Is that like Smokey? Is this going to be like Smokey? Or they have a new one?
Yeah, we were out here a few weeks ago shooting the promo for OEB, and they had the two dogs both here. They had the old girl and they had the young one. And there was definitely a difference between the one that was like 11, I believe, and one that was, 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the maturity level.
Takes a little while. Run them out with the team this year and see if she'll be ready next year. Two dangerous returners for Catholic here. You're seeing on the screen Amari McKenzie, sophomore, a 4'5" kid, really nice speed. And, of course, we know about Tyreek King, the deep right back.
Something tells me they're going to kick it to the right, to away from Tyreek King.
Yep, that would probably be the smart play.
I'd line him up in the middle and just let him go get it whichever way they kick.
Yeah.
So the hand goes up. I thought he was asking for a fair catch, but Tyreek King will be taken down back at the 19-yard line. And that's where this Catholic offense will set up shop. Now, the coaches for Catholic will tell you, Rusty Bradley, offensive coordinator, former Bearden coach Josh Jones, the quarterback coach, former Tennessee wide receiver Josh Smith, the wide receivers coach. I mean, they've got guys that know football, but every one of them to a man said, we have been sputtering on offense, and we're trying to find consistency.
Yeah, it's early in the season as well. They turned the football over 5 times. They only ran 11 plays in the second half last week. The defense was phenomenal, had 4 interceptions, but they're trying to find their footing. And, it's going to be a challenge up against this MAVS defense.
2 receivers far side. King on the top of your screen. He is a 4'4" guy, Tennessee commitment. And they will go to the ground first play and pick up about 4 yards. Line of scrimmage will be interesting to see how it works out. Catholic really good at the line of scrimmage. They've been forced to really try to improve quickly with the teams they play, and the Baylors and the McCaulleys of the world.
And that's where you want to be, Austin. I mean, look at the seniors across the board on the offensive line. You have that experience, allows your playmakers to go and get to work when you're playing these pretty good teams here to begin the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mark's right. The schedule strength has gotten much more difficult. 2 years ago, they kind of found their way into the semis because Lipscomb was ineligible for the playoffs. Brentwood Academy had their worst team in 100 years, and their Catholic was. This team's got some talent on it. They're just going to have to gel as they get into region play coming up.
Call it a gain of 4, so a 2nd down and 6, having some play clock issues. The play clock has not moved yet. Always those early season bugaboos, those first game things to work out. Trust me, we know about that. 3 receivers top of your screen. Mac Bartholomew looking to throw. Throws across the middle. Catch is made. And they'll get the first down. Nice pitch and catch to the very athletic number 1, that being Amari McKenzie.
They took Tyreek King out to the flat, trying to get the linebacker to chase, but Mason McMillan actually stayed put, got under that slant, did a good job, defended it well, but it was still a completion.
First down out at the 40. Catholic a winner 20-6 a week ago. Didn't do much outside of a 80-yard touchdown by Tyreek King as they'll throw it across the middle and try to find a gap. Here comes the speed. Down the sideline. 4.4 in the 40. He goes inside the 10, down at the 4.
You just can't give him any kind of crease. And Anderson County had it decently defended, Eric. And once he broke the initial tackle, it's all speed from there.
Now they did. They pursued well. You got to bring him down right there because once you let him go, again, he's a Tennessee commit for a reason. You're not going to catch him. Down the sideline and inside the 5.
So first down and goal inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 3, and a timeout going to be taken here. As a little bit of confusion, and the timeout taken on the defensive side by Davy Gillum and his Anderson County defense.
Speaking of the defense, we take a look at the Food City starting lineups for the Mavericks. You look at it, we talked about Reese Russell in the pregame. I'm also looking at Gabe St. John. He made a big pick last week in special teams. And then, to me, I think the biggest key is the front 4 to front 7 have to have success.
Yeah. Well, the Stat Stuffer brought to you by Tennessee Smokies. Smokies Stat Stuffer is Tyreek King, right on cue. 7 catches, 140 yards, had the touchdown against Riverdale. And our thanks to the Knoxville Smokies for being a part of Rivalry Thursday.
And he's already got 56 tonight after that pitch and catch we just saw. So 56 yards, taking it down here to 1st and goal at the 4 for Catholic as they come back out. And, again, this is a spot on the field where there's less room to have to defend.
Yeah.
But when you have a guy like King, he can do a lot of things to still get open.
So back to 1st down and goal inside the 3 for an Anderson County defense that had a really nice first outing against Powell. They'll bring the pressure, running over defenders, touchdown.
It's a freshman, Cruz Button, into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown. Good lead blocking up front as well, and that was a statement drive from Catholic here to kick things off.
Nice kick-out block right there. Pretty stuff.
Jeremy George at the kick-out block. Really nice play.
And then Bunton just lowered the head.
Yeah, freshman, 5'5", ran a lot bigger than that on that.
Doesn't happen often that the kicker wears number 77, but he does it Catholic. It's up, and it's good. 7-0 just that quickly. Mavericks will get the football when we come back on Rivalry Thursday.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
What's the #1 home improvement project you can do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. With over 3,000 5-star reviews, you owe it to yourself to find out the quality of the water your family's drinking, cooking, and bathing in. Go to our website, aquaclearws.com. That's aquaclearws.com. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by OEB Law, Ted Russell Ford, Carson Newman University, Knoxville Smiles, Commercial Bank, and Exterior Home Solutions. Well, we just got started. 1:31 into the game, already 7-0 Catholic, although here at Anderson County, total disrespect for the opponent, no points on the scoreboard yet. At the scoreboard still says we're in a scoreless tie. But it'll change here in a minute once they hear me saying that on TV. 4 plays, 80 yards. Bunton on the touchdown. Tyreek King with all the fireworks.
Kind of like the game we had Tyreek King on last year. It was Tyreek King against George McIntyre.
Yeah,
and they went
Keyshawn Bowman, the Oregon. Now Oregon come in.
Yeah, he had a great game, and they went to King early and often.
So now for the Mavericks, they'll need to answer from the 7-yard line. Oh, they faked a little reverse and does this pop open for Jason Thompson. Does just a tad bit. He'll carry it out past the 40, past the 45, into Catholic territory, down at the 47-yard line. I just said a word that's not even a word in the English language, but however you say it, Mavericks into Catholic territory.
That's impressive. Nice little
what, territory?
No, not bad. Thought the return there, 46 yards on the return for Jason Thompson. They fake the reverse there, try to reverse the field, and they get a couple guys going that way. He hits the sideline, comes back inside past midfield, and nice little response there. Great field position for Anderson County.
I'll tell you this, J.D. Gillum, so much hype about this young man, the coach of the son of the head coach. He was very impressive last week against Powell. That was not.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a false start here on the left tackle.
Dead ball. False start. Number 5 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Wayne Lawless, our white hat tonight. By the way, I want to say this. Last week, I know there are a number of games that were canceled. But when the Anderson County Powell game, they thought they were going to play Saturday at 1 o'clock. The referees, the officials all said, hey, we'll be there tomorrow. Didn't have to. Weren't going to get paid extra. Just said they were going to do the right thing, and I was really impressed. Hand off, Jason Thompson following his blocker very patiently, never went down, and will get another couple of yards out of it down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, as Carnell Mills leading the way, the left guard folding over, and Rocky Brown showing the patience there, the senior tailback.
Got some cool things working on tonight. Got Colossal Productions is here on your own personal Jumbotron you could have for a tailgate. You could rent that thing out. We'll show you that here in a little bit. 2nd down and 8. Gillum, nice pass. Bust wide open. They'll get the first down and more. Knocking over my sign down at the 23-yard line.
I would call that more displaced than knocking over. But sure, I mean, a beautifully designed play. They come up to get Thompson, and then Gabe St. John able to slip back behind the secondary, make the catch for a big first down for Anderson County.
You see Tyree King, Jason Thompson, they require a lot of attention to that defense. So if you put them out there in the flat, those linebackers, those safeties are going to come up and open things up in the back end, like Austin said.
A really nice job by the young John David Gillum to just stand in there, wait, watch the receiver break open for 22 yards. 3 receivers near side. Gillum will hand off. Thompson trying to bounce this one outside, and he'll take it inside the 20. And a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Yep, that's not smart by Chaston Smith, the Notre Dame commit. Like, what does that get you? A little John over there on the sidelines. What does that get you?
And it was a good play, man.
It gets you half the distance of the goal.
It's a good defensive play.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 4 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Man, well, you stretch that out to the sideline. The pursuit was awesome. You get maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe get a half a yard, and then you do that, and that's half the distance.
And honestly, really good restraint from Jason Thompson to not kind of go back at him there.
Into the D1 red zone, down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, first set of downs.
You know, it's high school football. You never know what you're going to get. Both teams talking about, well, our offense is not really, clicking on all cylinders, and yet here we are. Boom, boom. We could be 7-7.
Yeah.
Jason Thompson to the left of Gillum. Man in motion, and they'll fake this one. They'll throw to the outside. Should have been caught.
Yep. Tried to hit Booby that time, and the Booby Lavelle not able to come up with the catch.
Yeah, he's saying, hitting the chest, saying that's my bad. It was 2-on-2 out there. Yeah, blocker just had to make one guy miss. Could have found the end zone, and Booby Lavelle is the guy they're going to work to get the football in a number of different ways, just like last week before the no contest.
have a feeling they'll go back to that one again. That one popped wide open. Braden Sharp will run out onto the field, and Marcus Brown will make his way off. 3 receivers top of your screen. Gillum will throw this one out quickly, looking for blockers, and absolutely nowhere to go.
Swarming defense, man. They read that perfectly from the linebacker spot. Dominic Dadabo. For years, I should know that off the first few.
I looked over and you saw that name, like, oh, here we go. So 3rd down and goal at the 10.
So they've lost 2 yards in 2 plays.
And the first could have been a touchdown.
Yeah. 3 on the play clock here.
Timeout, Anderson County, I would venture to say.
No.
If that's the case, that's timeout number 2. Yep, timeout number 2. One on offense, one on defense.
Take a quick break and a message from our friends at Covenant Health.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
And for all the information about all of the offerings of Covenant Health, pretty easy. Go to covenanthealth.com. Glad that they stopped by for the pregame show today. Sean Galloway of Methodist Therapy Center stopped by to share with us some important things. If you've got youngsters, and get that all information at covenanthealth.com. So a 3rd down and goal at the 10, just 3 minutes and 2 seconds into this game, and a big play here.
Yeah, massive play here. Got 2 receivers on either side. A lot of room to work with here on the near side.
Yeah, wide side of the field, the near side. Gillum will throw to the short side. Catch is made and just nowhere to go.
Does get half of it, though.
Yeah.
Question is, a week ago, it was a struggle with the extra points and stuff. Is this 4-down territory here for Anderson County?
Yeah, and that's a great point.
And it certainly looks like it right now based off Jason Thompson coming back into the game on 4th and 5.
Yeah, didn't convert the first 2 on extra points, and then he started chasing points, going for 2 on the 3rd touchdown. Didn't get it.
7th play of the drive coming up here for Anderson County, which started inside Irish territory.
So now the wide side again, the near side. And Gillum will look to the short side, throws a back shoulder throw and knocked away. And there is a flag in the end zone, 1st down for the Mavericks.
It's Xavier Bowman, one of the best guys in the 2028 class, really talented defensive back. Looked like he never got his head around.
Pass interference. Number 5 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat, 4th down.
Well, I'd say Catholic's just giving them chances here.
They are. They are. Bowman, you mentioned it. He is a top 50 player nationally in 2028. But that time, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he got his head around, but he got his hands up in there.
I would say from the 3, you're going to get Jason Thompson, and Jason Thompson.
And go with your best player.
And running back next to Gillum is
Jason Thompson. I like how they're spreading them out, though. They got 4 receivers out there. Not going to let Catholic have a heavy box.
Thompson steps up.
That's why I don't
And
call
they'll
plays.
roll out. They'll throw this into the receiver.
Oh,
just
good play.
short of the end zone. Nice tackle. Short of the end zone.
George Mancini with the tackle at the 1. He read it, came up, made a sure tackle, and it's a turnover on downs inside the 5.
Wow. Just that close and did not get in. And it was a 4th down. I said 1st down and goal, but it was half the distance to the goal and a 4th down again. And Catholic will take over.
As George Mancini making the play, tore his ACL last year, missed a lot of time. So really, really good play there for the senior.
Yeah, I'll be real honest. Somebody can message me. I thought pass interference in the end zone was a 1st down and goal. So my mistake. Now look out here from inside the 1.
Flag.
Can this one go 99 yards? No. There is a flag back at the 20. So the run will come back. That one almost busted wide open for 99 yards.
Hold down the field. I don't think it was really necessary.
Holding. Still 1st down.
So watch the left side of your screen. He's broken through. And where's the hold?
Yep.
Behind the play. And a great job of selling it by Reese.
Yeah, but he didn't have to sell much. You're right. The arm was flailing, but that was that was a fistful of jersey.
So 1st down at the 10 for the Catholic offense behind Mac Bartholomew, the junior quarterback. Has time, easy pass across the middle, nice pitch and catch, and that's taking candy from a baby.
As Kason Jenkins, the guy that was the guilty party for holding the play before, and he finds that soft spot in the back end of the defense, middle of the zone, for a big 1st down.
Beautiful pass by Bartholomew. Throws a strike. Stepped into that one. That's a good job by the offensive line, but there is a flag down, which is going to likely negate this pitch and catch.
Yeah, flags
for the Irish.
Flags at the 9, so.
Holding against Catholic.
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot.
It reminds me of that Fulton versus Gibbs game we did years ago where Fulton had 3 straight 80-yard. It's not to that level. No. Fulton had like 3 straight 80-yard touchdowns. They all kept getting called back.
Fulton had like 14 touchdowns, and 7 of them counted.
I think Brent Hubb still has nightmares about that game.
Well, this moves them all the way back to about the 5-yard line.
And we got more flags on the play. And it looks like a false start against Catholic.
Couple more penalties, and they'll be back where Pyro shows are getting prepared for halftime.
Dead ball. White, 7, lined up in the neutral zone.
Okay.
Half the distance to the goal. Still 1st down.
He just wants to push him back a little further, get a few more yards on the next catch.
It's a long play here, right?
Tyree King can get it 198. Potentially. We'll see.
So on a drive that started at the 1, about 5 plays later, at least however many it is, you're at the 2 and due to 4 penalties.
Safety play better be really good right here for Anderson County.
3 receivers top of your screen. Inside handoff. Taken down from behind at the 7. And I think these are the inconsistencies that Rusty Bradley, his offensive coordinator, former state championship winning coach at CAK, was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, been flagged a couple different times for holding early in this game. Negated some big plays defensively where, again, they played very well last week. Did all they could to help Anderson County out before that 4th and goal stop.
So after all of that, 2nd down and 3 at the 8. Bartholomew looking to throw. Anderson County bringing pressure. He'll take a shot. Has a receiver by himself. Makes a diving catch at midfield. That was nasty by Braylon Gibbs.
Wow. Just laid out. Looked like angels in the outfield. I mean, that was fantastic. It's going to be even better in slow motion.
Steps up in the pocket with the pressure. That's pretty.
Allen, just that quickly, Catholic gets out of jail.
Second time in this drive they've been down near midfield. First time snapping the football down there.
First down at the 49 of Anderson County.
Another
and
stoppage.
Flag.
43-yard pitch and catch that time by Catholic.
Pit ball. 76 offense. False start. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You know, it's a little unfair. I mean, some of these guys like, you know, Jeremy George, who are 6'5", 315 pounds. You know, when the momentum starts carrying him forward, you got to snap the ball.
Already, yeah, you got to snap the ball. Already fifth penalty of the game for Catholic. It feels like it's all been on this drive. I know it hasn't been, but goodness.
So first down and 15. They'll hand off inside, and the Mavericks are there for the tackle.
Nice little move there in the backfield. That was almost going to be a tackle for loss, but the freshman Bunton able to get some positive yardage out of it.
Yeah, Bunton, all of listed anyway, at 5'5", 180.
Yeah, one of the better freshman running backs in this region, certainly, probably in the country. Working on ball security. Had a fumble last week, but that's typical of young players.
Second down and 13. Bartholomew has time. Throws this one out to Bunton, trying to get to the outside, and he will inside the 35. Running through defenders inside the 30 down to the 26. And a nice pickup for a first down. That is too easy.
It really is. I mean, if you think about where they were early in this drive, I mean, they basically started at Nick and Jay's, and now they're headed to Golden Girls. I mean, it's been impressive, and they've done it different ways. Like everybody, they're almost using King as a decoy, so to speak. And Anderson County struggling while they try to put so much emphasis on him, struggling to defend all the other talented players that Catholic has.
And you got to cheat that way. You've got to put emphasis on it, or you won't stand a chance. Trying to make a play when he's got the ball in his hands. Gained a 26 on the play.
First down and 10 at the 26. Bartholomew will pass across the middle. Here comes King. Was completely bottled up, yet will slide through down to the 15 for a quick 11 yards. Most players, that's 3 or 4.
I like the high percentage pass right here to get the ball to your athlete, let him be an athlete. Last week they hit him over the top where he just totally lost a Riverdale DB. Amari Rogers there alongside Rusty Bradley.
Surprised that his Green Bay Packers got Micah Parsons traded from the Cowboys today.
Good play.
Nice job by the Mavericks in the backfield.
Russell. That's a nice play by the senior DB, Reese Russell.
Also Region 2-2A tennis champion, Reese Russell. Loss of 2, second down and 12. Mavericks would love to get a turnover or hold Catholic to a field goal attempt. Will Bartholomew, the son of, Mac Bartholomew, drops the football and is the son of Will Bartholomew, former Tennessee fullback.
Can't do that. That could have been bad.
He got up and rifled the ball off the field because he didn't like how it felt. Well, I think he heard him call. I think he heard Mark call him Will, and then he was startled.
Startled, yeah.
Yeah. Got another flag on Catholic.
Is that their 6th penalty already?
Yes.
6,243.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 10
Yep, it's where
on
he
the offense.
rifled the ball off the field.
15-yard penalty.
That was just not smart. I mean, he was frustrated. The ball was slick, and just picked up and just gunned it to the sideline. Looked like he was mad at somebody on the sideline throwing it at him. Like they were playing dodgeball.
Kind of teased Golden Girls that we were getting close, and now we're moving back away towards downtown Clinton.
Yeah, we're back towards Hoskins.
Everything is mentioned in and you wonder if you're Catholic, if you take a timeout, there's confusion. Bartholomew's looking to the sideline. He's got his hands up in the air.
Well, the official's still not blowing it ready for play yet. So
yeah. I would throw a screen to number 7.
Rusty Bradley's over on the far side, just jumping up and down, going crazy. He's at the 46-yard line, and I think he's asking for a timeout, but nobody sees him. And overthrows his receiver, and a 3rd down and 36 coming up. All kinds of confusion.
And what has been an extremely long first quarter, and still has 3:30 remaining.
I mean, you had the big 4th down stop, and you get a big play, gets called back, and you get a little bit of momentum, gets called back. I mean, there's 6 penalties in the game so far, at least 3 on this drive.
And now they changed it and skipped a play, and now it's 4th down and 36. I am completely lost. 4th down and 30. I'll admit it. I am completely lost to what has just happened on this drive.
First punt of the night for Catholic.
4th down and 36. They'll punt this one away. There's nobody deep to return it, and it will go into the end zone. And make sure you keep Food City in mind as your tailgating headquarters. Vols will be on the road for Saturday in Atlanta against Syracuse. Austin and Eric will leave tomorrow for Atlanta. So I'll be on the broadcast tomorrow night with Aaron Harvey for Rivalry Friday. Place that order if you've got a tailgating party locally or even in Atlanta. Food City, your tailgating headquarters. Actually, it'd be here. Food City's not in Atlanta. Place that order online at foodcity.com, and they will have you ready for your tailgating experience. When are you guys leaving for Atlanta?
Early in the morning.
Oh, yeah, you got to play golf tomorrow.
That's right. Tee off at East Lake at 1.
Oh. Yeah. I got something to show you here in a little bit.
Hudson. 150?
No. Nope, it's a surprise.
Okay. Or a video of you snoring.
They had no air conditioning, so pictures of us sleeping were an adventure. I was in Europe, Scotland.
Another penalty on Catholic.
Everybody's pointing at each other.
Or I assume it's on Catholic. We'll see.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Is that 8?
Still 2nd down.
That's 7? You realize at this pace, if they get, 2 more penalties, I mean, that would be on track. That'd be 9 in the first quarter. That'd be 36 penalties in the game.
I mean, it feels like it's more. I'm shocked it's only 7. I mean,
I'm
leading in
shocked
this
it's
game.
only 7, too.
Yeah, leading this game, but it can't get out of their own way.
It's been crazy.
Gosh.
Down across the middle and over and behind the receiver.
Yeah, it's hot and behind him a little bit, and that ball was kind of up in the air. He was open. Not the best throw.
It had some juice on it.
It did. Third down.
Two receivers, both sides, all spread out again as the offense. Trying to make something happen, and he will for a first down.
Nice job by Booby Lavelle. The line to gain.
Again, defended well out there in space. You just got to make that tackle. He, goes back a long way, then sticks his foot down and gets north and south in a hurry, but that's a great effort there by Lavelle.
So a big first down for the Mavericks. Under 2 minutes to go now in a long first quarter. Well, of all kinds of penalties. Young quarterback across the middle. Boy, he's reversing field. Kind of a weird deal to catch the ball. Booby Lavelle loves to run backwards 2 yards and then turn upfield. Was that not odd? Am I the only one that caught this as odd? Okay, now go.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's kind of like the movie, it was In-Law. Serpentine, Shelley. I mean, it was a little odd. Only old people will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't recall that scene.
Even Tim Elrod's up here looking at me crazy. Serpentine.
Oh, I'll just do an Andy Griffith reference. Judy. That means old people will get that reference.
Judy.
Left go.
That's just big. It's a second down and 1,
Dead ball. False start. Number 59 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Not a lot of rhythm so far in this football game.
Well, technically, one team only played a half last week. Yeah. But they're not the team that's really out of rhythm. It's the other team that played a full game.
So many places to watch Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday. We'll show you that after this play. A second down and 6, and they'll go inside handoff and get a couple of it back. Multiple places, of course, on TV, WKNX to Knox. You can also go to WBIR Plus. Go to the digital there. And here's the cool thing about WBIR Plus. Not only can you watch the games live, but the games will archive there on the Saturday after Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday. So you can go to WBIR Plus. Excited about the partnership. David Hunt, Corey Presley have been great to work with so far. And all the sports folks at WBIR, and really appreciate that partnership. Third down and 4 at the 37, and a timeout is taken right here. Take a quick break. A message from our friends at Food City.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Glenn asks, Coach, how does one join the Vol Navy? It's a great question. Well, Glenn, you don't necessarily need a boat. You need a friend with a boat. Always arrive with beef, fresh cut by a Food City butcher, and you'll be welcomed aboard. This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Hey, really excited about Colossal Productions. You can have your own Jumbotron for your party. You can rent these guys, whether you want to have this Saturday, they're available. It's a 7 feet tall wide thing, 13 feet wide. They're going to set it up on all of our Rivalry Thursday games. Just go to Colossal Productions, scan the QR code, whether it's a birthday party, a wedding, a tailgate, corporate gathering. They have got you covered at Colossal Productions. Surprise, we've got to play. I'll get it in a minute. Can't do it now. Got a surprise coming up. Oh, that was like trying to show a Christmas present. I couldn't show it. Third down and 4, the 37. Gillum, all kinds of pressure, throws across the middle. I'll look at here. This one is set up beautifully. Set up beautifully into Catholic territory, and that's exactly what they needed. to Braden Sharp for a first down on a gain of 20 yards.
Now, Braden Sharp had a 6-yard touchdown that didn't count last week against Powell. Really nice design play here, picking up the first down in midfield. And the drive continues.
And Sharp was a kind of a delayed start to the route. And J.D., it was a design play where he kind of was delayed, which allowed him to kind of funnel back underneath.
Yeah.
There was one big defensive lineman there, but he had his head turned.
Hey, by the way, to wrap up Colossal Productions, if you've got a tailgate party, I would go ahead and get those guys locked in. Talk about taking your tailgate to the next level. To have your own Jumbotron? Come on. J.D. rolling now, going to take a shot downfield, has a receiver, should have made the catch.
It's a good throw.
Yeah, went right back to him. Reward him, right? Picked up the first down. Went right back to him. Good throw. He's open and just couldn't haul it in.
Well, that's a nice pass.
It
That
is.
is a nice pass from a young quarterback.
He kind of had his hands kind of in the wrong direction. Did you think? Like,
yeah.
If he had his hands like this, it's a catch. He tried to turn them backward, and I think that's
kind of like the ball was taking him out of bounds, where
Yeah.
it really wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
7 seconds to go first quarter, maybe the last play. And it will be. Thompson off left tackle inside the 40, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 7-0 Catholic. Catholic with as many penalties as they have points. Second quarter when we come back.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
Thank you so much for visiting us today. I really appreciate your... What in the world?
Hey! Whoa! Save it for Rivalry Thursday, guys!
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old-school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant, that working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training. We know in 2024, convenience is king, so we have locations not just in Hardin Valley, but now one in Maryville, in Farragut, and in Morristown, with more soon to come. So keep an eye out. We want to bring D1 Sports Training to everyone in East Tennessee.
It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. Brent writes, Coach, know any good dad jokes? Yeah. This has been Ask Coach Heupel.
Hand off right now. Look at here. Touchdown. The second quarter is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of high school football in Tennessee, and, of course, the Vols. Emily Ray Cochran down on the sideline.
Hey, Coach, already some explosive plays on offense, but the score, as you can still see, is 7-0. How do you keep these guys out of the end zone?
Well, it's a difficult choice. I mean, Chore, obviously, they score a lot of touchdowns every Friday night, but defense is playing well. We got to eliminate penalties right now. Too many penalties, give them other chances, and if that happens, we clean that up. I think we'll be okay.
Hey, thanks, Coach.
Sounds good. Philip Shadowin's one of the good guys in high school football, no question about that. Glad to see him having success at Catholic.
No doubt. I also concur with what he said. Got to limit those penalties. There was a lot of them in the first quarter.
I think we've mentioned that ad nauseum in the first quarter.
I think he's well aware.
They're down to 9 at the 40. Down 7-0.
Anderson County's moved it, but they have no points to show for it to this point.
They had a great kickoff return after that Catholic touchdown.
Catholic on just a 3-man line. They'll throw this one out, and Boobie Lavelle didn't even look up. Take a look at the first quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law. Catholic obviously with a lot of yards thanks to the big catch and carry.
Yeah, not a lot on the ground so far. That's a bit surprising to me, guys. And I know the flow of the game's not been great, but I figured there'd be more of a ground attack so far, at least with Jason Thompson.
Had the big run and called back.
Yeah, I don't. For me, I think they've been really pass happy.
Yeah.
It's an interesting call here. 4th down and 9 at the 40. As much as you'd like to convert, is this not a place you punt and play field position right now?
Yeah, but Anderson County's historically very aggressive on the plus side of the 50.
You got to throw it to the sticks. You don't throw it short of the sticks.
Hey, he's got a guy open.
Gillum looking to throw. Boy, nice arm. Couldn't make the catch, though.
Late on the throw.
He was open.
He was late on the throw.
He was open for a while on that route. Intended there for Jackson.
Got a nice arm. Just overthrew him. Just a little late on the throw, as you mentioned.
And now if you're Catholic, you've kind of let Anderson County hang around. If they can have a penalty-free drive here, go down and score, all of a sudden Anderson County's really behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have punted, but they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. Bartholomew gets it out to Tyreek King, who makes the grab. Talking with Josh Smith, the former Tennessee wide receiver, who is the wide receivers coach, and asked him about Tyreek King, and he said he's got to be more violent. And I said, what does that mean, violent? And he said, violent with his hands, coming off the line of scrimmage. You know, there's so many high school wide receivers, 100 of them, that think it's about your feet. And he's like, you've got to come off the ball violently, and you got to use your hands, and they're working on that.
Austin, I feel like that's just something that all young receivers, when they get to the Power 4 level, will have to learn, right? I mean, the physicality of that position, what it brings. Because you're not making it to a team like Tennessee if you're not physically gifted.
What Philip was saying when we talked about the difference between these two is he said, Juwan is a great blocker. And that's guy, but Juwan understands all of the aspects of the game. Bartholomew going to take a shot downfield. Receiver is there. Touchdown. And it's Tyreek King, 38 yards. He had separation, and now he's got a penalty.
Oh, Lord. Like the NFL. Now he's throwing dice on the... Good grief.
That's a great ball from Bartholomew. Really good ball down the field.
Well, he kind of throws it off his back foot right here.
Gets his feet set at the end. I mean, just look at that ball.
And like it's like Andre Rison.
Well, and poor Zach Hapney, number 11, looks up and says, I don't know what I'm supposed to do on that. The dude just ran right past me.
Well, again, he's playing at Power 4 level. Not much else you can do.
Dead ball after the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike. Number 7 on the offense. Anderson County has elected to take the penalty on the kickoff.
I admit, I don't know the rules, the celebration rules. Obviously, you can't do that, but I mean, that, to me, it's like you score a touchdown, have a little fun because you deserve it.
Yeah, he had all kinds of separation, just kind of unfair when somebody gets behind the defense like that. 4.40 for that guy.
It was a good ball, but it was a ball that was still maybe a step behind because King is so fast, and he had so much separation that it was still such an easy completion. And Anderson County is going to take that penalty on the kickoff.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 14-0, just a minute and a half into the second quarter. Let's take a break. Catholic extends the lead to 2 touchdowns.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I. Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday's almost here. Are you game day ready? This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee Home so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy.
That's nice.
You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me. Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Miller's got buddies. So you got pork, 3 sides, buns, and sauce?
And cookie! Wow, that is a smoking deal.
Hickory Smoke Daily, so you can treat your family to a great meal anytime.
Not again. Good thing we got extra. Come on in.
Buddy's Barbecue.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Food City, Matlock Tire, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, D1 Training Centers, and Better Mattress. Let's head down to Emily Ray Cochran of WBIR. Emily?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I've been at WBIR for 2 years now, and I don't think I've ever watched Tyreek King play in person because I've never been to a Knox Catholic game, and I just wanted to say, if I can find my iPhone, I can hear you guys. I just wanted to say that him in person is way crazier than on a film.
Yeah, there's no question. Seeing a power 4 guy like that is impressive when you see him in person. There's no question about that.
And over 100 yards already receiving is just crazy. We haven't even touched the second quarter, really.
122 yards on 4 receptions. That'll play.
Yep.
3-play, 60-yard drive and had the 38-yard touchdown. Catholic up 14-0. And the Mavericks did something on special teams the last time, and this time
not good.
It may cost them.
That's not good. I think Catholic's got it.
Catholic says they have it.
I think Catholic's got it. Nobody called.
Mavericks didn't act like they knew what to do, and Catholic gets the football to 37. Boy, a costly mistake.
This is where you go for the knockout punch. Got to go for the knockout punch right here early on in the second quarter. Get up 3 scores.
That ball was just rolling around on the turf for so long. You just knew the longer it was out there, it's a matter of time before a gold helmet jumps on it.
So one of those deals, quick changes of momentum to get that shot to the end zone on the first play. So many play callers do that. King broke wide open in behind the play. delay of game, I think, will be the call.
Dead ball, delay of game, offense.
Yeah, they motion.
5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
They motioned King out to beyond the numbers. So he was well out there, and by the time he got set, play clock was 0.
That's up to 9 penalties for 57 yards. And yet they can take a 21-0 lead, but maybe not here. Bad pass. This one picked off at the 35. And a penalty after the play will move this one back 15 yards. Mavericks should start at their own 20-yard line.
Zach Hatney with the interception.
Tried to feed it to Tyreek King and just forced one in there.
Well, how big is that for the Mavericks? Down 13-0 with Catholic knocking on the door.
Yeah, you need to play. I mean, you need to show some life. You need to play here.
After the play, we got personal foul on 16 White.
Or both ways.
Personal foul on 12 Blue. Penalties offset. First down, Anderson County.
Like I said, first down and 10 at the 35. Thought it was just a penalty on Anderson County. But watch the pass here by Bartholomew. Just no reason to throw that ball. King kind of slows down when he sees Lavelle.
Yeah, Gabe St. John, number 8.
So the Mavericks at their own 35-yard line, and they'll go to the ground with Thompson for a quick 5 yards.
I think you've got to go heavy to Jason Thompson here because you've not really ran it that much in the first half. He's your best player. Get the ball in his hands. Anderson County's got 2 drives tonight. They both got in Catholic territory. The first all the way down to 1, but no points to this point. But if you can go score here and make this score game halfway through the second quarter, you'd feel pretty good considering everything that's kind of happened to this point.
Yeah, you got plenty of time, too. Just find the end zone. Take advantage of your defense making a play.
Second down and 5. This is going 5 yards one direction.
Dead ball. False start. 57. Blue. Offense. Still second down.
Bordering on amazing. Every play there's a penalty.
Yeah.
Early season. That's what you got to chalk it up to.
See a lot of penalties early season, a lot of cramps, and usually a lot of missed tackles.
Yeah.
We've improved off the cramps from last week since the temperatures have dropped.
Yeah, temperatures help us out at about 15 degrees.
We've increased the penalties. Now at 12 for the game.
Second down and 10. Gillum inside handoff to Thompson, and he will pick up a 9 yards. Maybe 10, close to first down yardage.
Looks like it'll be just short.
He looked really good last week against Powell. Made the move over from Bearden, playing for Josh Jones. Josh Jones not coaching at Bearden anymore. Now the quarterback coach at Catholic, kind of an unusual set of circumstances. Third down and 1. They'll go back inside to Thompson. He'll follow his blockers and will pass midfield down to the 47.
Really good patience there, Eric Kane. After he takes the handoff, he is really patient before he hits the acceleration.
Yeah, he's shown that patience a couple of times already tonight. And you saw when he hit the acceleration, good burst. 2 really good runs here from Thompson. Can you be patient enough offensively to continue to, not get too pass happy, not try to take a shot here when the run game's kind of been working for you?
Pass midfield again for the Mavericks. They've moved the football down 14-0. Young quarterback Gillum has time, throws this one out. Receiver breaks wide open, breaks the tackle down the sideline, and a nice job of holding up and not getting the penalty on the block. Very well could have was Jackson Price. It's nice to have one intelligent Price in the building as he held up and didn't commit the foul.
Catholic's got several players there, but JD just dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah,
that was a great throw.
Nice pass. Got to get in. You've knocked on the door before, gotten all the way down inside the one. Running over defenders, running through defenders down inside the 5 to the 1. That's a man's run.
Hey, put him on skates. Lower the shoulder of the boom around the 5. It's down to the 2.
I love the PA. They'll go quick handoff inside and nowhere as the Irish swarm Thompson.
And Catholic said, all right. We see you.
Well, a host of Irish there on that tackle. Gavin Jones, number 33, leading the way.
Anderson County bringing in a couple of linemen. I think they're going to go to their version of a jumbo set.
Whatever it takes to get in the end zone here for Anderson County, right? I mean, you
What did you say earlier? Jason Thompson? Jason Thompson.
Well, I said that thinking it was first down.
They have 2 offensive linemen as H-backs, and then Thompson aside from Gillum.
Second down and goal at the 3. Jason Thompson, left tackle, touchdown. The Mavericks have knocked on the door a number of times. They finally bust open the door, and they're on the board down 14-6.
And we get to see fireworks.
You still can't really see him. It's still light.
That was actually not Jason Thompson. That was number 5.
Rocky Brown?
Marcus Brown. Who had a couple of really nice plays last week against Powell as well.
He's a load, too, about 205, 210.
14-6, all-important extra point is up, and it is good. Unlike last week, let's take a quick break in a break.
In the early 90s, I think Anderson County community made a commitment to want to be a good football program. And they went and got Coach Larry Kerr, who's a Lake City native, coached Lake City High School, and he'd won a state title at Halls in '86. Got him to come back home to be the coach here, and instantly generated a lot of excitement in the community. When I got back in the area, it was more of a rebuild as far as community. Now we've got a thriving community. All of the sports here are very successful. Everybody takes it serious. What we focus on is just trying to bring in good people, and good people treat people right. The Lord blesses it, and it's kind of grown organically over the last 17 years. The same things that we're trying to build that we believe are results are these young men being good fathers and husbands. Welcome to Anderson County. Thanks for coming out.
Hook 'em, brought to you by OEB Law. Okay, I tried to show this earlier. I went by One Day Signs and Banners today, and I had shown them some pictures of our Scotland golf trip, and they like Scotland trip on like this, metal board. So they gave me that, and then they also came through with this. It's St. Andrews. Is that not the coolest thing ever? It's like this titanium thing. It's embossed. Is that not the coolest thing ever? And there's only like $20 for this thing.
Wow.
At One Day Signs and Banners. I was shocked and stunned that they have this new technology.
That's pretty neat.
I mean, One Day Signs and Banners, Jay surprised me at the door.
Makes you look good.
And said, and there's Ella, like $20 for the small one and $50 for the big one. So you could just send over great pictures to One Day Signs and Banners, and they'll do this embossed thing. Is that not cool?
That is neat.
You need to send some stuff over. And JP will take care of you, Austin.
You know, we should have done that for Brad Cooper since he did the whole trip and set it all up. But this is fantastic.
Is this not the coolest thing? It's like embossed. Look at this thing. Like even the shirt. I don't know if you guys could see it from the booth camera back there behind, because I want to finish this up. But like the shirt, wearing the shirt, it's like textured. Is that not the cool? This is a Turnberry, by the way. This is a Turnberry. But like the shirt is textured. Anyway, I thought that was cool. One Day Signs and Banners. All right, moving on. Got him some extra love. Ann and JP at One Day Signs and Banners. I'll put these up during the break. Love those guys. All right, 14-7, 7:13 to go. Catholic will start at their own 4, and the Mavericks teeing off at the line of scrimmage. And I think now with Bartholomew maybe a little rattled after the interception, I think the Mavericks are going to pin their ears back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I would. You had that interception in the last defensive series. Your offense goes down, punches it in. You're feeling a little bit of momentum. Certainly, it was a 2-touchdown deficit. Now it's just a touchdown. I'd go after him. Plus, you're backed up right inside the 10. Try to accelerate that clock. Make him throw a bad. Make a bad decision.
I also want to thank all the people watching on our YouTube channel at Rivalry Thursday. We had 14,000 watch Halls Oak Ridge. We've got over 2,000 right now. Bartholomew play fake. Look to throw. Can run if he wants. Has time. Finds his receiver across the middle. And that's a nice, safe pass across the middle to Kasem Jenkins.
I think he's really good kind of off platform there. I wouldn't call that on the run. That was out of the pocket, moving around a little bit, getting his feet set, and throwing a good pass down the field. And you were inside the 5, and now you're up at the 25, 26, we'll call it.
Kind of one of those get out of jail free cards. But now they do an inside handoff. The Mavericks all over that one, ripping at the football with 5:50 to go in the first half. What a gorgeous night, by the way. I don't know if Scotty's up with the drone or not, but what a spectacular sky we've got. Just looking over Golden Girls off to what's that, your northeast, I guess, in a direction.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that? No, that's northeast.
No, Packer, this is north. This is north. We go to Kentucky going that way.
Oh, my gosh. I've completely turned around.
So north will be behind the press box.
Yes.
You've seen the shot right there.
Second down and 8. Bartholomew has time. Can run if he wants, and will sling this one out. Nice decision.
Yeah, very
They'll
good.
get big yardage out past midfield.
That was a really good call. I kept sitting here saying, you got a guy back past the 50, and Catholic's in business.
I actually like that he held on to it. It's just a hard throw to do on the run, have any kind of touch to it.
First down and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff. Button right up the middle. Shot out of cannon down to the 30-yard line. Boy, a quick 15, maybe 16 yards. We'll call it 15.
He runs hard, man. You saw the touchdown earlier in the game when he put his shoulder down and ran over somebody. Gets north and south in a hurry in between the tackle box. He's tired, obviously, had that big gain on the reception, and then another first down here up the middle.
Irish have been down here before. They were down here that last possession and then got backed up because of penalties. First down, they'll hand off to Bunton again. I like the play calling. Just stay on the ground. A quick 6 yards, dominating at the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, they certainly have on this drive. Again, a drive that started inside the 5.
Oh, check Bunton, though.
Bunton, just a freshman, but he's a little bowling ball.
Yeah, they're already
Thick.
down.
Bunton slow getting up. Matter of fact, not up yet.
Bunton is the number 3. They're starting 2 tailbacks down right now.
And we'll take a break right here while the young man is down. We'll check in with Exterior Home Solutions Cheer Dance Spotlight. And this week, 5 seniors at Anderson County. Chloe, Layla, Jalen, Allie, and Natalie. Congratulations from Exterior Home Solutions. If you need roofing or any exterior work, go to exteriorhomesolutions.com. Okay, we got Gamboozas in the house down there. I see Eric down there. Eric, who all we got with us?
We got Clay here with us today. He's our senior from Anderson County. We got Josh doing the haircut, man.
All right, Clay, what do we want to have happen?
You know, we're going to
All right.
Yeah, We checked him over, man. We got no body paint in the hair, so we're ready to roll.
Do your thing down there. I thought he looked good right now.
Hey, man, that's what I said. We walked
know?
up. I was like, we're going to have a hard time making him look even better, but I think we can do it.
There's kids around there that have got hair that's like, 14 inches tall, and we
That's
picked
true.
Fabio.
We have to do Eric's young son. It's got to be one of the weeks. I mean,
we
4 months old, and he's got the greatest head of hair.
Oh, wow.
We'll check back in at halftime, guys.
All right, we're ready.
All right. 2nd down and 4, and there goes Bunton off the field. You hope that's nothing serious.
Yeah, certainly. And Austin pointed out, I mean, Catholic's already down a couple of backs in the backfield. Certainly don't want to lose Bunton for an extended period of time.
2nd down and 4. King in motion. They'll give the ball to King, and he'll be bottled up in the backfield. Almost enough to get a penalty by Charles Humphrey, who was excited about the tackle, but then stood over King and did a little dance.
We got 2 penalties down the field, though, about 20 yards down the field. I would say this will be offsetting, but maybe not. We'll see.
It's a good play. I like trying to get it to King on the little pop pass there. Just another way to get it to him, but Anderson County and Humphreys defended very well.
Still some confusion here as he tries to iron out what they're calling.
Dead ball after the play. Personal foul. Number 3 on the offense. Personal foul. Number 1 on the defense. Penalties offset.
So that is Braylon Gibbs on offense and Reese Russell defense. It's the second time tonight there's been offsetting penalties. So 2nd and 4 from the 30 remains. Excuse me, third and 9.
Third down and 9 at the 30. What does Anderson County do on defense? They bring some pressure. Bartholomew takes a shot downfield, and this one's picked off. Intercepted at the 1-yard line. Mavericks brought pressure, and it was Gabe St. John who stepped in front and made the pick.
St. John in his 2nd year with the Mavericks after coming over from Campbell County. Had a nice pick last week, returned it all the way for a touchdown. That time, just runs the route better than the Catholic wide receiver. Back-to-back picks for Anderson County. 2nd one of the night for the Mavs.
So good news, bad news. Good news is you get the pick. Bad news, you're inside your own 1.
And that's back-to-back possessions for Catholic where they really could have kind of put a stamp on this game, or Anderson County's come up big.
Mavericks inside the 1 will get out to the 2. Hey, our thanks to Bacon & Company, the official apparel provider of the Rivalry brand. Bacon & Company, established 1925, and proud to be working with both of these schools, Anderson County and Catholic. Sevier County tomorrow night. Our friends going.
I knew Jed was old, didn't realize he was 100 this year.
I think there were some people before Jed, but just thinking. 2nd down and 9. A timeout. Is a timeout taken or a flag? Sideline warning against Catholic. And I don't think that's a penalty. I think that's just a warning there. Boy, just a gorgeous night tonight
Can't beat it.
Look at the sky. Okay, so what direction is the sky? Is that the west that's that's off to the right
Correct.
now?
There we go.
It's truly necessary to write down directions on the wall right in front of me so I know where I'm looking. Inside handoff, and Thompson will be bottled up at the 3. And with 3 minutes to go in the first half, key for the Mavericks is get out of jail here.
Well, I mean, it's tough. You're backed up on your inside your own 5. There's only so many things you can do. You can't run a long developing play because you're taking the chance to get a sack or a holding penalty in the end zone. Now, if you don't convert this third down, I mean, Catholic's getting the ball in pristine field position there to try to punch it in before the half.
Third down and 7. Mavericks would love to get a free 5 yards here, so Gillum's clapping and moving and jumping.
Now they threw it to Jason a lot last week. Did not do that.
Safety cheating up and either a timeout or a flag. I think it's a timeout. Timeout is taken here. Hey, big tests are coming up for all those kids. Make sure you think of my friends at Coots Cram Course. The ACT format has changed, so it's very important that your student be trained in all the changes and how they can maximize each of the parts of the ACT, get the best score they can, maximize those scholarship dollars. Test dates are coming up September 6th, October 18th, and December the 13th. They've got online, they've got in person at CootsCramCourse.com. There's Charlie Morgan, $1,000 going to the visiting school, and I don't think Shadowins even knew. Shadowins came over. He was doing an interview with me on WBIR, and Charlie comes up and goes, "Hey, you want $1,000?" Shad's
Sure.
like, "Sure,
I'll take it."
He hands it to him. He goes, "We get $1,000 to visit school every week." He's like, "Thank you. That's great."
That's pretty neat. What do you do?
Trying to get it. I'm throwing for it.
Well, yes, but I'm doing so by
it's got to be quick.
I'm trying to get the ball to Jason Thompson here.
How much confidence do you have in the young quarterback, in your son?
Well, they have lots of confidence in him. They've thrown it around in the first half.
It looks like a receiver jumped. They'll split the difference, couple feet.
Dead ball. False start. Number 6 on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Third down.
At the distance is literally putting one foot on blue and the other one on red. Did y'all ever play that game?
No.
No.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
Twister?
Easy. Twister. Yeah,
Twister. Yeah, we played that game.
Third down and 9. Gillum, they're going to have him throw. Takes a shot downfield behind the secondary. Catch is made. How pretty was that throw?
You talk about dropping in the bucket. Goodness.
Great throw. Great job by separating from the defensive back, and then great throw by JD.
Boy, how big was that, whether you score or not?
Just to get
out of jail.
And it flips field position at the minimum.
And Anderson County, if I remember correctly, gets the football to start the second half.
Yes.
That's Brown.
Anderson County not really in any hurry per se, but they aren't huddling.
Off right tackle, following blockers, and they'll get the first down. Now you start looking at the clock as you're under a minute and a half to go here in the first half.
And 2 timeouts.
And how aggressive do you want to be? I mean, you'd love to score, but at the same time, are you happy getting to halftime down 14-7?
The last two plays, they've had Jason Thompson lined up in the slot at receiver with Brown in the backfield.
Look at that.
That's the West.
Boy, spectacular shot. Golly, that is pretty. Welcome to East Tennessee High School football. That is nice. First down and 10 at the 42. Gillum rolling left. Zings this one out. Now the Carson Newman halftime is coming up here in just a little bit. On that says
he was right last week at Southville Austin East game. Got to give him a lot of love for that.
Aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. By the way, speaking of Gatlinburg Sky Park, they've sponsored play championship this past year. It's a 30-minute documentary right after we're done tonight, brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Little pass across the middle. That one played perfectly by the Irish.
Yep, I don't hate the play call at all. I thought it was a good play call, just trying to pop something, but Catholic was right there, defended it well.
I actually don't like the play call because you were aggressive enough to go and throw it down the field to pick up the first down, and now you've kind of got bogged down since then.
But I would have said handoff here, but it's an empty set. 3rd down and 11. I'm not throwing the football and letting the clock stop. I think they could run the clock all the way to halftime, and I might do that.
Yeah, they can. About a half a second difference.
They'll take one shot. Gillum zings this one deep, overthrows the receiver, and that will take us to halftime. And I think well played by the Mavericks to get to halftime at 14-7.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a little better. Either way, are kind of where we're at here as we head to halftime. 14-7, Catholic over Anderson County.
It was all Catholic. It was all Catholic for a while, and then turnover and a touchdown later, and it's anybody's ball game here heading to the second half.
Well, let's head down. Emily Ray Cochran setting up down there. Not going to get in a hurry, okay? So you haven't done this before. We have not had much success at this.
I heard that's the case.
And so here's the deal. They've got the Labor Day sale going at Matlock, okay, and it's all the way through the weekend, $70 instant plus a $60 online rebate on any set of Michelin tires. And you see the 5 locations on the left, the Labor Day sale, MatlockTireService.com. Okay, Emily Ray, here we go. Let's see if you bring us some good luck.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm here with Joe from Matlock and his 2 daughters, Lucy and May. Joe, can you talk a little bit more about the deals you have going on at Matlock?
Yeah, it's our Labor Day sale this week, goes through Saturday. We have some of the biggest sales of the year, and take advantage because it's a good time to buy tires.
Awesome. That's awesome. And I'm now here with Chris. Have you ever kicked a field goal before?
I practiced a little bit yesterday after school with a couple buddies, but that's the first time.
It's a setup.
This
is a setup.
I play baseball.
Okay, so maybe some connection there, but we'll see what you got. No pressure. Nobody's really made this in a while.
He was practicing after school yesterday. This has got to be a setup.
He was the anointed
Here
one.
he goes. Give it your best shot.
I think he's making it. I really do. I think this is going to be good.
Here he goes.
Look at him.
He's hyped up.
He stepped it off. Anytime now. It's like Sergio Garcia.
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Just short! Oh! So close. So close. Could have won some free tires, but it's all right, Chris. Good job. The score right now is 14-7, and coming up is the Carson Newman halftime.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire.
Knoxville Smiles, are you happy with your smile today? Knoxville Smiles, we're all about smiles.
Hey, Lance, what makes you smile?
Pancake blocks.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I am a State Farm agent here in Farragut, serving all of East Tennessee for your insurance needs. You know, I've been an agent for almost 20 years, and during that time, I've watched the babies grow from this high to driving cars and headed to college. I really enjoy all aspects of insurance. We specialize in auto, home, business, and life insurance. We would love to talk to you about your young teen drivers. We know it's a very stressful time with them driving, and we'd love to save you money on those rates. Come on in. It's always a new adventure here at Laura Ash State Farm. Ashley's working with a customer at a dealership right now who's buying a car.
So you heard about us through Anastasia? Oh, we love her. I'll be sure to send her a referral gift. So tell me, what has you shopping for insurance today?
Audrey is working with a business client who's opening a new business next month. We cater each policy that we write to your specific individual needs. We want to have from us here at Laura Ash Farm. When it's time to renew, call you know who. And when you're in the journey of life, partner with us at Laura Ash State.
Welcome back. Time now for the Carson Newman halftime show. Scored halftime 14-7. Catholic has the lead. Only one band playing tonight, that the Anderson County Band, so let's get out of their way and let them play. The band spotlight is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, roofing, siding, and windows. That is Exterior Home Solutions. And tonight the spotlight shines on senior Isaac Bowling, a percussion player, band captain, been playing music for 8 years. Congratulations. And time now for a quick visit with our friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Here with Katrina and Cody from Exterior Home Solutions. Katrina, I come up 75 on the way to Anderson County. Hard to miss you guys.
That's right. We've got a new location there on Central Avenue, 4511 Central Avenue. Everybody needs to come out and give us a shout.
Well, it's such a great spot. Cody, you guys are a platinum contractor. Tell me what that means.
Yes, sir. As a platinum contractor, it's 1% of all the industry that applies Owens Corning shingles. It's not something you pay for. You get inspected 4 times a year on this thing. A thorough inspection through a guy from Texas, and it really puts us aside and apart from. I believe there's only 2 other ones in Knoxville.
Wow, good job. It's good stuff. That's an honor. Promotional funding. I know you guys have got some cool things going there.
Yes, we do. And right now, if you're needing a new roof, free. So if you're needing a new roof, it's perfect time.
Sounds good. Katrina, Cody, thanks for coming out. Exterior Home Solutions, you've heard about them. Give them a call.
Great partners with what we do. Carson Newman halftime continues after this. Catholic 14-7 on the Mavericks.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Come see us today at either Ted Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Hey guys, special guest coach today, Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it. Come on. Let's go. Drop.
Bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some. Comfort.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I.
Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday is almost here. Are you game day ready?
This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
What's up, guys? It's Devin Driscoll, owner of D1 Sports Training. We know 2024 convenience is king, so we have locations not just in Hardin Valley, but now one in Maryville, in Farragut, and in Morristown, with more soon to come. So keep an eye out. We want to bring D1 Sports Training to everyone in East Tennessee.
And the Carson Newman halftime show continues. 14-7, Catholic has the lead. Okay, time now for the Gamboozas Game Night Makeover reveal. Let's head down to Eric. Okay, so what happened down here?
Well, we had no flags on the haircut, so we rolled right on through it. We were good, made some good time. What we did is we added a little bit more bangs here in the front so we could, it wasn't just slick back, we got a little bit more life in it, so some of that 90s Leonardo DiCaprio vibe.
Nice.
But we kept him with the nice fade on the side, the burst fade, so he's kind of got that still going, and then also we hooked him up with a cool eyebrow slit, so we made it a little more edgy for a guy that's rocking war paint out here today.
Wait a minute, an eyebrow slit? What is that?
Man, it's a little accent piece that goes through the eyebrow. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, I'd say, but it's just a nice sharp thing, makes him look real tough.
Harley's never done that to me. She's never given some eyebrow slit. Should I try it? Would it make me look tougher?
I would say yes. But don't take my word for it.
No, absolutely. Okay, let's take his word for it. What do you? Oh, I see it. You look tough, man.
Listen, I've never had it before, but I've seen it, and I think I'm going to rock it more often.
Man, they may need you out there linebacker tonight. I mean, looking as tough as you do. Hey, guys, thanks. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week over at Powell, okay?
Sounds good. We'll be there.
Sounds good. All right, hey, tomorrow night on OEB Rivalry Friday, which is brought to you by Carson Newman each and every week, your chance to see the defending 5A state champions, Sevier County Smoky Bears. Their quarterback, Cooper Newman, he's a great player. He's even a better kid.
After having a 15-0 season, and winning a state championship, my goals this year would just be, continue the success that we had last year, knowing that, maybe we have more of a target on us, winning some games last year, and we're looking good so far in the summer practices, and I think, we're developing another squad that can have another great year. Yeah, I've worked on, pretty much everything, working in the weight room and then getting faster, building a connection with some of the new receivers we had. We had a couple guys graduate, just doing all that stuff, work on that over and over will, make us a better team. So just continuing to make that stuff better helps us all. Yeah, just watching football growing up, seeing all these guys play and then, having faith throughout it. I think, a good verse would be, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. I think that's a good verse for me, playing, knowing without God, you're nothing. So just playing for that, praying to stay healthy, everybody on my team as well, just having fun with that. And then, watching it as a little kid growing up, seeing all those guys, the Johnny Manziel, Cam Newton, all those quarterbacks, Tim Tebow, just model your game after them. Yeah, it was very special for sure. All the guys we had, the bond that we had, we'd grown up with each other playing. Knowing some of the good things we did, that it can be done here. And so that's just what we've been telling the team now, because it's a new team. Every team has an identity. So we're, working hard in the weight room. We're going even harder, than I feel we did last year. Got some guys getting way bigger and stronger this past year. And then, just continue to work on that, because we have some new guys out there that'll be playing. But, them watching those guys last year in practice and learning what to do, that they know that there's a way to do it. And so, they're turning into the teachers for the guys who they used to be taught last year. So definitely. Yeah, I'm super pumped, super excited to see, us get out there and play. We got a lot of athletes, and, we work really hard. We might not be the biggest team, might not be the fastest team, but we play really well together. And I think that's what separates us from a lot of teams. And we have great coaches, they're going to push us every day in practice. And then obviously I have great guys around me who can help me, help them become the best players that we can be for the team.
Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night on OEB Rivalry Friday. Aaron Harvey and I will have the broadcast along with Sophie Starkey. Tomorrow night, greatest improvement between Game 1 and Game 2. So we're looking forward to tomorrow night. The Hearthside Bank pregame show is at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. You can see the game on WKNX, the Knox, digital WBIR Plus, Rivalry Thursday, YouTube and Facebook, and then the postgame wrap tomorrow night on the Blitz. Looking forward to that. By the way, after the game tonight, make sure you stay tuned for the Team 100 documentary on Sevier County's spectacular run through the playoffs this past year. Time now for Doc Talk, which is brought to you by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fry. I'm a physiatrist at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. I'm here to talk about acute low back pain. Acute low back pain is something that can affect us at any stage of our life, from adolescence to 80s and 90s. Typically, acute low back pain can go away within 1 to 2 weeks. Ice, rest, medications such as ibuprofen can be very effective. If that doesn't, you might want to see your primary care physician. They can get you into some physical therapy. After about 3 or 4 weeks, if you're still having acute low back pain, you may want to see a specialist. We can talk to you about diagnosis and treatment.
And so excited, Carson Newman jumped on board this year as our presenting sponsor of Fridays. President of the university will join us tomorrow at halftime, actually, of the Jefferson County-Sevier County game. So we are looking forward to that. Okay, so CB45 Says was the new segment. CB45 got him a sponsor today in the pregame. You're over here working deals on the sideline, Chad. Who'd you get?
Here's Solutions Roofing. Man, it's great.
Got Exterior Home Solutions as your sponsor, so we'll have to add some other billboard for that. Okay, here we go. CB45 says this team was the biggest surprise of week 1.
It was the Alcoa Tornadoes, Mark. It was because the offense really played well against Maryville's decent. Thomas Manwu had a really good night. He was all over the field. I can't believe Brian Nix couldn't be any prouder than for Thomas.
Yeah, no question about that. CB45 says going to tomorrow night, the breakout player of Week 1 was
William Blunt's quarterback, Jackson Browski.
Okay.
He was 16 of 18 for 235, 4 touchdowns, 7 carries, 66 yards, 1 TD. Mark, that is a kind of a night for an MVP.
Yeah, no question about it. Okay, CB45 says the game that you most want to see tomorrow night is what?
The Battle of the Bridge, Mark. There's a lot of intensity in this game, and it's going to be a lot for a team to get a victory. It's a big rivalry.
Okay, all right, here we go, and here's where the tough part of it. CB45 says the biggest disappointment of Week 1 was
the Carnes Beavers.
Oh.
They lost against the Hardin Valley. It wasn't even close as the score indicated.
Okay. It's hard-hitting coverage only. Brought to you by CB45 says, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. And he says it, not me. Hard-hitting stuff from CB45. Okay, we're going to take a break. 14-7, Mavericks get the football when we start the second half on Rivalry Thursday.
Brought to you by Food City. It's the Ask Coach Heupel Show.
Hello, and welcome to Ask Coach Heupel. I'm your host, Josh Heupel. Jim asks, Coach Heupel, got any tailgating tips? Boy, do I. Jim, did you know Food City's gourmet burgers are handmade in-store by a certified butcher? Saturday is almost here. Are you game day ready? This has been Ask Coach Heupel. With me, Coach Heupel.
Yep, I see your problem here.
So have you been in this business long?
Oh, I've been taking care of Tennessee homes so long, I came up with indoor plumbing.
Wow.
Bears thought I was crazy.
Thanks.
You keep it. I always keep a spare. Just in case I need to make peace with the raccoons again.
Oh, raccoons.
This little guy is coming with me. Trust your frontier to Pioneer.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Miller's got buddies. So you got pork, 3 sides, buns, and sauce?
And cookie! Wow, that is a smoking good deal.
Hickory Smoked Daily, so you can treat your family to a great meal anytime.
Not again. Good thing we got extra. Come on in.
Buddy's Barbecue, a smoking good deal.
Look to throw, pressure from behind. Oh, football comes loose, and here you go. Well, FCA's Night of Influence is coming up October the 21st, and one of my good friends, James Mitchell, Mitch, going to be back, and he will be the keynote speaker that night, brought to you by Graham Corporation. If you would like tickets, go to fcaknoxville.org. Great way to reserve your table, you and 9 of your closest friends at FCA's Night of Influence. Take a look at the first half highlights, how we got to where we are right now. Irish got the ball first.
Yeah, this was a 56-yard pitch, catch, and run with Tyree King, the Tennessee commit. That would take him down to the 4-yard line, Eric King.
Yep, the freshman Cruz Bunton did the rest there, running over a guy at the 3 and into the end zone. 7-0 Catholic.
7-0 Irish. Anderson County had a nice pass here down the sideline on a big conversion, but on a 4th down, missed it by that much.
Really, really great tackle there by the safety.
Well, one of the catches of the year right here. Braylon Gibbs, the sophomore, all 6'3". Mavericks come back. They get something going again. drive bogs down again, and this makes it 14-0. There he is again.
Yeah. Great throw there from Bartholomew to Tyreek King.
Yeah, Tyreek King, the intended target here, but it is picked off by number 11, Zach Hapney.
And then that leads to this. Mavericks go downfield, the completion down the left sideline as Evan Pyatt takes it down inside the 10. And then the bowling ball gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Marcus Brown, 14-7, just what the doctor ordered. And you take a look at the first half stats brought to you by OEB Law. All kinds of yardage. Not a lot of points.
Yeah, it was a situation where Catholic could have taken over control of this game. They were up 14-0 and driving, but turnover costly. Anderson County stayed around, made some big plays, and now it's a 14-7 ball game, and it really feels like anybody can win this one.
Well, the first of our two scholar athletes brought to you by Pioneer Heating and Air is Gavin Jones, 4.3 GPA, senior linebacker, great athlete, and a good one for Catholic. All right, let's head down to the sideline. Emily Ray Cochran has got Davy Gillum.
Coach, back-to-back interceptions right there to shift the momentum. What was your message to the team in the locker room to kind of keep making those big plays?
Really just they're a great team, but it's really been more about our mistakes and how good they are. Just trying to make sure they understand if we just play clean football, we could be in it, we could be winning right now. So just clean those things up and let it fall where it does. But really, that's been the name of the game so far.
Hey, Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Third quarter brought to you by Covenant Health, proud presenting sponsor of Rivalry Thursday. Here's the thing. I think you could take what Davy Gillum said just now about his team, and I think Philip Shadowins would say the same thing about his.
Yeah, no kidding. Penalties, I don't know how many they had in the first half. I mean, it was at 7 at one point in time. Just too many self-inflicting wounds. And again, up 14-0, driving to kind of put that, I don't want to say finishing nail in the coffin because it was the first half, but self-inflicting wounds.
FCA's Next Mile, which is provided by Pilots Miles of Good, $40,000 of scholarship dollars on the line. There will be two $15,000 winners, two $5,000 winners. Cannot thank Pilot enough. And our first candidate to share with you is Jake Coffey of Carter High School. There's a young man that's all-region, all-state defensive lineman. He's in youth group, community outreach, goes to weekly FCA team huddles. He's a 3.4 GPA, brings positive energy to Carter High School. Jake Coffey, one of our first candidates for a FCA Next Mile scholarship.
I am told Evan Pyatt, starting safety, out the rest of tonight's game, which means they will have to go to a much younger, inexperienced player as the backup, which something Catholic will try to exploit.
Smile Cam's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles, and right now, a lot to smile about as Dr. Wolko, Dr. Malone,
Dr.
Costa, all the good doctors over at Knoxville Smiles. Proud sponsor of Beyond the Orange, which this week our guest on TVSEN Sunday night at 7 o'clock would be linebacker coach William Inge. Very impressed with that man.
Yeah, he's an impressive guy, and is a player's coach, man. I mean, the kids love playing for Coach Inge, whether it's Arion Carter, Jeremiah T-Lander, Edwin Spillman. They all love their position coach.
And I'm sure he's had bad days, but you never know. I mean, God, so much energy every room he walks into.
Well, the Smokies stat stuff for the first half brought to you by the Knoxville Smokies. It was Tyreek King to start the game. It's Tyreek King going into the second half. That's actually 4 catches, 121 yards. Had the TD catch, 38 yards. Tyreek King, the Smokies stat stuffer of the first half. And by the way, you can go ahead and be looking at those season tickets for the Smokies for next year. What a great first year they had at the new Covenant Health Park. Awfully hot.
Hey, we went to the game last Friday night. It was a blast. Beautiful park, awesome game.
Great park, yeah. Short kick. This time the Mavericks handle it nicely, and they'll get out past the 40 to the 45. Nice field position.
Reese Russell.
Second time in this game that Anderson County's got great field position. Didn't do anything with it the first drive of the football game as the drive stalled inside the 5.
Hey, where was the PA when was it Greenback that time when the PA was so incredible?
So incredible.
This is like almost that good.
Well, that's what happens when you have Richie No on the mic, and you never know what he's going to say.
I mean, he's over here. Race Russell. It's just good stuff, man. First down and 10 at the 45. Quick pass across the middle. Nice catch.
Great catch.
Boy, Booby Lavelle reaches out and snags that one knowing that he's about to get hit.
If Booby doesn't catch that ball,
could be
it's
a pick
probably
six.
a pick. Yeah, and maybe a pick 6. Yes, you're right.
Some zip on it yet again. Well out in front. Nice catch. Good gain on first down.
No alligator arms there right in front of Chaz Smith. Pick up of 8. And they'll split Jason Thompson out and give Gillum an empty set. Catholic showing pressure. Gillum will roll out, has time, overthrows the receiver.
That was not good football.
No, I was about to say, Gillum likes to throw off that back foot. He hasn't quite figured the setting up and putting touch on the ball. So a substitution here, and now it will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
They get back to run the football. You ran the football effectively in that second quarter.
Quick pass here, and there's the confidence again on a 3rd down and 2. And to your point, everybody thinks they're going to run the football, and Elijah Johnson comes up with the quick catch for the first down. It's confidence in your quarterback.
Yeah, can do a whole lot.
Not that Davy Gillum has ever lacked confidence in anything, much less his son, who is a type 1 diabetic. And Davy has to look at his son's numbers on his phone on an app. Davy said he has help tonight. But a week ago against Powell, the emotions spike the numbers. Yeah. And he had to come out of the Powell game for a little bit because his numbers got out of whack.
Gavin Jones on the tackle in the backfield. As if you don't have enough going on being a quarterback and managing everything, and you got to manage that. And, of course, your head coach is the father who is managing that on a cell phone.
Yeah, our last game on Rivalry Friday this year will be right back here. It'll be Alcoa and Anderson County on what should be a special night. Gillum looks to, almost intercepted as that just almost hit the hands of Chaz Smith.
So 3rd down and 10. Are you in that spot on the field where you go for it again? I would tell you now at 14-7, you punt this away and play field position. Because, listen, with all the injuries to Catholic's running backs, their ability to run the ball is going to be severely hampered, which means you can give more help to the back end against Tyreek King and some of those talented receivers.
You call me crazy, but there's a fine line of difference between aggressiveness and foolishness.
But again, Anderson County is always so aggressive. Go for it on 4th down a lot over the years.
To see what happens on 3rd down and 10, Gillum looks to throw, throws this one out. And here's that 4th and 10. Yeah, there's no question in my mind. I'm punting the football away. I'm trying to pin Catholic back inside the 10.
And
that's what he'll do.
First punt of the game coming up for Anderson County.
Tyreek King back deep to return.
You do not punt.
I would punt away from him. Punt to a corner.
Punt this one away. A nice bounding punt. Tyreek says, okay, well, fine. Now I'll pick it up at the 11. A flag comes in.
Good coverage. Really good stick down there.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Gavin Jones.
Yeah, he threw his hands up like, wait, me?
Long discussion on this one.
Blindside block, 33 on the return team, half the distance to the goal, first down.
Hey, what field position has not been on Catholic's side of recent memory?
So what do you do here, Eric Kane, with Catholic backed up if you're Anderson County?
Well,
now the running back is back, which is a great sign for Catholic.
I was going to say, if Bunton is in the game, I'm running the football, and he is. So I would try to run the football and get some breathing room.
So they'll go to him right up the middle. Let's head down to Emily Ray Cochran down on the sideline. Emory, a lot of changes at the running back position for the Irish. And we'll get to Emily Ray after this play. Gain of 7 for Cruz Bunton, the freshman running back. I know they were looking at his knee, but looks like he's okay right now. Although he takes a shot at that knee. Ouch.
He's done exactly what he's needed to do, come in there, getting them some breathing room out from within the 10, up near the 20-yard line.
Low center of gravity for the young freshman.
And he runs so hard.
But he's thick.
Boy, great crowd here tonight, great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Nice and cool, feels like the fall.
It feels great.
And a great football game, 14-7 Catholic, a first down at their 20. Bartholomew has time, going to throw this one, going to take a shot deep, and overthrows his receiver, trying to find Braylon Gibbs, the 6'3 sophomore. All right, let's try Emily Ray Cochran again down on the sideline. Hey, Emily.
Hey guys, yeah, as you can see, Cruz Bunton back on the field right now. He did score that first touchdown for Knox Catholic earlier in the first quarter. I did walk over there to see if I can get any more information, but the last thing I heard and saw was that his knee was getting checked out, but looks like he's all good now.
Yeah, and that's good news. I mean, he's back out on the field. He's got that first again. Second down and 10. Play fake. They'll throw this one out. And a gain of 1, slipping on the turf.
All right, big third down here, obviously. It's 3rd and 9. If you don't pick this up, punt it away, you'll have great field position.
I love the PA up here. This is great. Richie knows he's getting after it.
A little commentary in there every time he cracks the mic.
Here we go. 3rd down and 9. Big play here. Horns are going off. Mavericks showing pressure. They'll bring it. Bartholomew pressured from behind. Going to be taken down at the 21. Mavericks sent the house. And if there's no penalties for after the play, they'll force a punt.
Yeah. Big Charles has got to be careful.
He's had a big game, but
he's a little borderline after the play. Pressure initially asserted by Christian Brown, the senior defensive end.
And when you have that pressure coming off the edge and you step up right into the chest plate of number 76 there, that's not a welcome sight.
Yeah,
second punt of the night here for Catholic.
Jason Thompson and Boobie LaBelle are deep. As Charles Humphrey barely gets off the field in time. And a timeout is taken here. Gives up an opportunity for a quick message from one of our great partners.
In East Tennessee, work isn't just a job, it's who we are. For over a century, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102 has helped to build this region from the ground up with sweat, skill, and pride. Don't gamble on unskilled labor. At Local 102, our members train in a state-of-the-art facility with advanced real-world instruction, ensuring they deliver top-tier work from day one. Good work, good wages, local jobs. Local 102. Building today, fighting for tomorrow.
Great shot there by Scotty Listenvision, brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Another chance for us to remind you that right after our game tonight, Team 100, special documentary on Sevier County's magical run through the playoffs a year ago, which is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. 4th down and 7. Mavericks look like they're just going to set up a return. And Jason Thompson asked for the fair catch and then took the ball and took off running. They will blow it dead. There are no flags. Kind of surprised there wasn't a flag on that. He waved the fair catch and then picked it up and started running.
Yeah, the ball bounced, though. So.
Being nice.
Hey, great opportunity here for Anderson County. Again, down 14-0. Catholic was driving, looking to make it 21-0. Now a chance if you punch it in here, could tie this ball game up midway through the third quarter.
Some great matchups coming up the next 2 weeks on Rivalry Thursday. Halls and Powell next week. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Alcoa at West.
Some good field position to start this drive.
First down and 10 at the 40. 3 receivers near side. They'll go to the ground.
It's Brown.
Boy, nice job up front by that Catholic defensive front.
Looked like Gavin Jones initiated the tackle with the line of scrimmage, and Brown just rumbled through for a couple yards.
Yeah, Brown's got to learn to get that football in the hand that's opposite away from the defenders. He's holding that in the right hand, running to his left, just leaving it out there for somebody to grab. Second down and 7. Thompson in motion. That's where they'll go.
Oh, whoa, good play.
What a nice job on the defensive side. Linebacker gets in the backfield to make that tackle. Dominic Dadabo.
There you go. That's a really good play. Saw it, broke, had just enough to bring him down, beat the block. Loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. Now setting it third and behind the sticks, 3rd and 11. Jason Thompson there holding it, looked like his left elbow. I want to see that. There he goes.
A lot of people interested to see him in a different uniform. 3rd down and 11. Gillum going to look to throw, rolls out left, gets in trouble, rolls back left, falls to the ground, then takes a shot.
Ethan Hill got the pressure initially off the edge. I thought Thompson was going to maybe try to chip him, but he didn't. Ran right by him, and Ethan Hill didn't bring him down, but caused the sack.
Yeah, Gillum looked one way, saw a white shirt, looked the other, hoped he could run, and there was a yellow shirt there too. Up, and I'll go down.
Well, that's the first time they've really taken a more long, drawn-out play with him tonight. They've been getting the ball out of his hands fairly quickly.
So danger zone here as Tyreek King is deep. Mavericks will punt this one away, and the punt bad enough that it's good. Let's take a quick break. 14-7 Catholic with the lead. A little past halfway, third quarter.
Everywhere you look, you can find unexpected things that make you smile. Little reminders to care for your heart. At Covenant Health, we bring more heart to more places. That means more locations, advanced treatments, and expert physicians. Because we know your heart beats for more than just you. It beats for the people, moments, and dreams that matter most. More heart in more places for you. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots.
O. And the Dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results, 546-1111.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
What's the #1 home improvement project you can do for your house? Install an Aqua Clear water system. If you see one of our blue and green trucks coming down the road, we're on our way to help another Tennessee family get better water. You owe it to yourself and your family to find out why 18,000 Tennessee homeowners have made the switch to Aqua Clear water systems. For your free water test and estimate, scan the QR code on the screen. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Covenant Health, Ted Russell Ford, Gray Hodges, Aubrey's, OEB, and Carson Newman. So Davy Gillum on the near side after the punt, down 14-7, and the grimace on his face is obviously we've talked about just the challenge of his son J.D. with the type 1 diabetes and having to monitor that. And we don't know if it's that or the shoulder from getting landed on. So we'll have to see. They are looking at J.D. Gillum as we speak. First down and 10. Bartholomew throws to King across the middle. And King will take it just past midfield to the 49-yard line. Not something that we do is speculate on injuries, but when you see him down there looking at the young man and you realize they're looking at him.
And he got landed on after he hit the ground.
Right. Second down and 3, just over 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
King again lining up in the backfield.
And they'll swing it out to King. He'll get outside the tackle box. They block in the back. And did the ball come loose? Anderson County appears to have it. I don't know if King just dropped it or if it was knocked out of his hands, but nonetheless, a huge turnover gives the Mavericks the football just past the 40.
He just dropped it. He's running, it hits his knee, I think.
Oh.
That was going to be a nice gain, too. Costly turnover.
Tried to hurdle the blocker and then just lost it.
Gillum not in.
Booby Lavelle.
Yeah, they go to Wildcat when JD's out.
And they did this last Friday, too.
Yeah, they did.
So Catholic will crowd the line of scrimmage now as they'll bring the linebackers up. Lavelle will hand off to Thompson off left tackle, and he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, really nice play there, setting the edge. Skyland Johnson forcing it back inside, nowhere to go.
And you hope that the young quarterback is okay after getting kind of fallen on at the end of the last drive. He's inside the medical tent.
Now they've got Jason Thompson flexing out. You have Marcus Brown in the backfield, so both running backs on the field at the same time.
The question is do you have anybody that can throw it? Or are you just going to run right, run left?
Now, he did throw it some last week, right, Austin?
Yeah, he threw a pick. He did. He threw a pick that 25 yards down the field, which led to Powell's one score.
Okay.
It was 18-0.
That's encouraging.
Well, kind of is what it is. Can you hang on long enough as it's still just a one-score game late in the third to maybe get JD back?
Third down and 9 as this stadium has gone eerily quiet.
And this is where you hate not to have your quarterback. Third and 9, you got to throw. You got to throw.
Or try to get a free 5 yards. and then run a play. They'll snap it, get it to Thompson, and there's just nowhere to go. The defense is totally keen on the run with there being no threat of the pass.
Yep.
So now the Mavericks will punt the football away.
Not ideal, but again, you at least got the turnover. You run some clock. Now you punt it back away.
Well, you look at like number 2, Brooks Johnston for Catholic from the safety position. Completely just runs up to the ball. There's no respecting anything.
Wouldn't you?
Well, I would too, but
yeah, you can sell
well,
out.
Sure. 4th down and 13. Snap this one back. They will get it away. Nice high hanging punt.
Yeah, nice punt. Got to make a tackle there.
Trying to use the speed to the near side, and they've got a wall. Look out.
That's some good blocking.
And will cut it back inside. Finally runs out of real estate at the 38-yard line.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions.
We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road.
It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years.
Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured.
For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen.
Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Minute and a half to go, third quarter, 14-7 as the game is kind of just crept to a crawl here, if you will. Commercial Bank salute the stripes. Wayne Lawless, our referee tonight. 45 seasons officiating. Retired from Y12, loves to play golf, loves to officiate. Thank you from Commercial Bank, Wayne Lawless.
11 penalties on the night for Catholic, 80 yards. Anderson County in the first half, no punts. That's their third in the third quarter.
Yeah, the 11th penalty, the last one there for Catholic, a huge one, negates a really nice punt return.
You know, does the situation that you're in now, if you're Catholic, knowing that Anderson County is playing without the quarterback, you're playing a little safer, trying to not give them something. You make a pick six, all of a sudden it's tied because you gave them the football. And they'll hand off right up the middle.
Well, especially when, admittedly, before the game, you talk about how the offense is trying to find some type of identity for Catholic.
Still are.
You see Bunton there, the freshman tailback, again, a little slow getting up. He's been in and out tonight. Third running back in line for Catholic. 2 guys in front of him injured. Hope he's okay. To answer your question, though, Mark, I mean, you still got to play aggressive, right? But, I mean, you don't have to play in a hurry. I'd be trying to milk the clock a little bit, but still playing an aggressive style offense.
Hey, I want to encourage you all to make sure that you support Wreaths Across America, whether you're at one of our games. Last week, $1,750 was donated at the Halls Oak Ridge game. That's a great support. You can go to knoxwreaths.org and click on Rivalry Thursday, make your donation there. But make sure that there are no gravestones for any of our veterans who've paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country at Christmas. They don't have a wreath on their grave. You can make sure that happens by supporting Wreaths Across America. Young man is down on the field and may be down for just a little bit. This looks like a cramping situation, though. That's typically the cramp pose.
Typically, yeah.
Well, he'll finally rise to his feet here in a moment. Cruz Bunton, the freshman, 5'5", 180. Hey, it'll be year 5 of the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase on Friday, December the 12th. Working on the location now. Was going to be Covenant Health Park, but they are doing a Christmas light show over there. So we are working on where the game will be played. It's presented by Food City and proud title sponsor, Commercial Bank, of the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase, year number 5.
The rumor on Coach T was it was going to be a Tommy Shumpert. That's not true.
Not that I've heard of. Although Kwayu Graham, who's one of the coordinators of it, would love for it to be over there at Harriman. Now that he's the head coach at Harriman. I'm kidding. Need a bigger venue. But I do know that he's got a big game with Oneida tomorrow. Mavericks will bring pressure, throw this one deep, and will overthrow the receiver. And Bartholomew absolutely drilled back at the 6.
You saw the rusher just free, right? I mean, nobody touched him. It was a delayed blitz. Gets rid of the football, and he pays the price.
Yeah, he had Braylon Gibbs open.
Well, you know he felt that pressure coming.
And he felt the hit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to be Johnny Obvious, but when you're playing right now without your quarterback, if he comes back, that would be great. But if you're Anderson County, you've got to get a stop here. And do you bring pressure? They've got you spread out with twins receivers both sides. Bartholomew looking to throws this one out. Oh, look at the catch.
That's twice tonight that number 3's laid out for a huge catch.
Boy, Gibbs, that is nice. That's twice tonight.
And both 2 different plays, right? Extends here.
Woo!
Have the body contorted like that. Fantastic.
Tell you, you have your eyes on Tyreek King, and you look up and you're like, wait a minute, 3 looks pretty spectacular.
Well, he's got a chance to get a lot of Alvin Harper type plays because so much attention's paid.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore.
Well, I like that play call. Didn't work out there, but on the Tyreek King fumble earlier, big gain, they faked the toss there, and they just quarterback draw.
Yeah, that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. 14-7 in a quick third quarter, and a lot to be decided in the fourth quarter on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Covenant Health. 14-7 Catholic as we go to the last frame.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
High school sports is bigger than the players in the game. It's all about communities, screaming fans, the bands, cheer teams, and mascots. Oh, and the dogs. Just like high school sports, OEB Law is all about results. Hi, I'm Tim Elrod, and the OEB Law team is dedicated to giving you the game-winning results you deserve. OEB Law, just results. 546-1111.
A beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Look to the skies, Knoxville. Super savings is here. Right now, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select models, plus 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance during our Super Summer Sales event.
And don't forget about back-to-school service savings on mobile, pickup, and delivery.
Come see the Super Dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. Our office is located in Harriman, Tennessee, where we've been here located for over 25 years. Our office offers life insurance, homeowner insurance, auto insurance, and other investment products. Please pay us a visit, and we would love to do business with you.
And the fourth quarter is brought to you by Carson Newman University. Proud presenting sponsor of the new OEB Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. We head to the fourth quarter, 14-7 Catholic with the lead. Emily Ray Cochran of WBIR on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, we all know how talented Tyreek King is. Of course, he's already made some explosive plays down the stretch tonight, but you talk about the 3 receiver coaches around him who have just pretty much given him so much more elevation when it comes to his game. You talk about Amari Rogers, Cody Court, and Josh Smith, all former D1 standouts who made it to the NFL. Rogers was a third-round pick by Green Bay. Court played 6 years in the league, and Smith had a short stint with the Saints after playing for the Vols in college, actually. Safe to say there's a lot of NFL experience pouring into that receiver room, and specifically Tyreek.
Yeah, no question about it. Bartholomew rolling to the left, running out of time, will be buried at the 28. Oh, he didn't be buried. He's still running. Did I just say he didn't be buried? Down inside the 30, still running inside the 20. Finally down at the 14-yard line. What was that?
It was a great decision initially to run because nothing was open, don't force it, but they had him right at the line of scrimmage.
He didn't be buried. What was that?
Well, you tried to dig somebody's grave that didn't want to go down there, so.
Now, good thing here, if this is a holding penalty, it's well down the field.
62-yard gain.
Jeez.
A man down, which is Tyreek King, by the way.
During the run back, holding number 7 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Results the first down.
Yeah, still a massive gain.
I want to see how he broke out of that. I mean,
players quit playing and he continued to play.
Well, this is obvious. There's Tyreek King at the end of it. I want to see the start of the play where I'm over here saying he's buried and then he wouldn't be buried and kept running. Hope that's just a cramp.
Well, he got back up.
So here's Bartholomew. He's in trouble. He's.
Yeah,
they just got to bring him down.
Yeah.
There's 5 defenders right there. No.
Huh. Wow.
They're laughing. 62 yards.
There's got to be a cramp. Well, the second of our 2 scholar athletes of the game, Reese Russell, cornerback here at Anderson County. 4.3 GPA, great tennis player, great football player, and even better student. Congratulations from Pioneer Heating and Air. So the football moved back to the 29.
The penalty makes it a 45-yard run. Gaining 17 yards.
Inside handoff.
Mitch Cannon on the run. He got a couple of plays in the first half. He's RB4 on the team, another sophomore. Good job keeping his feet moving right there.
Games get real next week as Anderson County will open region play. They'll welcome the Fulton Falcons next week. And then 2 road games at Heritage and at Carter in a couple of key games. Catholic home for the next 3 games. Lipscomb, they have a week off. Then they play host to MBA and then host Silverdale Academy before late season games at home against McCallie and at Baylor to finish the year.
Yeah, that's a pretty challenging slate.
They were able to get some local teams on the schedule, including Anderson County. They got Halls on because Halls lost the games. I mean, this is a Catholic team that struggled to play local teams because local teams just didn't want to play them.
Penalty against the Mavericks. And a first down, make it easier play calling for offensive coordinator Rusty Bradley. Look to throw, get this one out to the near side. And that's Amari McKenzie.
Yeah, Amari McKenzie's going to be a good one. Only a sophomore, runs a 4.5. Jason Thompson showing speed off the edge there to kind of close in there and make that tackle. But second fastest guy on the team to obviously Tyreek King is McKenzie.
And the cramping appears to have started as McKenzie goes down. Well, after the game, we invite you to stay tuned for Team 100 presented by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Here's a look at a little bit of the documentary you'll see after tonight's game.
I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to answer that question. What was it like to watch this explosive team? I mean, every bounce went their way. Every call was at the right time. This team came together like nothing we've ever really seen before.
We're as good as they can get, and we're going to give anyone a good challenge. No one's going to walk over us. We're nobody's weak sister. We're gonna play ball.
Gonna look downfield, has a receiver behind the secondary. Did he make the catch? Touchdown! Unbelievable! It's their play. They'll play fake. They'll look to throw. Receivers on themselves. Touchdown! What a... They go outside. And they got it. Snap. Hold. The kick is blocked. Picked up. And it's Bryson Hedman into the end zone.
You don't want to be disrespectful to other teams or other opponents by saying our guys deserved it. No, I think they earned it.
So that documentary coming up after the game tonight. What a spectacular run through the playoffs by the Sevier County Smoky Bears, and you can see it. It is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park, coming up right after tonight's game. Catholic at the 7-yard line, a second down and 5 with 10.5 minutes to go. Bartholomew, inside handoff, following blockers, looking for the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown! 7-yard touchdown to extend the lead to 20-7 with the extra point to come.
Mitch Cannon with a touchdown run. Again, only a sophomore, running back number 4 on the team, and he just followed his lead blocker right here. Look at Ethan Hill. Ethan Hill leading the way, put in there at H-back.
Yeah, they brought him from basically right behind the right guard and just kind of slid him there left, and he did just enough.
Yeah.
So extra point to make it 21-7. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Watch him following the lead blocker here as a nice patient run by Mitch Cannon, the sophomore, 5'7". Instant replay may have called him down inside the one, but we don't have that, so touchdown. Well, the second of our 2 next miles brought to you by FCA, and it's Emma Rainey of Bearden High School, a 4-year varsity athlete for basketball and soccer, volunteers for the church soccer league. She's a leader with FCA, 4.2 GPA, and participated in Bree Crabtree. By the way, this is sponsored and it's supported by Pilot Miles of Good. 2 $15,000 scholarships, 2 $5,000 scholarships. If you would like to be nominated, you'd like to be considered, and you're a student, just reach out to your coach, your school administrator, FCA huddle coach to find out how to apply. You'll be judged based off these 5 things: athletics, community, FCA, academics, and school. Yet another way for Pilot to invest in the leaders of tomorrow, partnering up with Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
8 plays, 87 yards, 7-yard touchdown run by Mitch Cannon, the sophomore, 4:16 off the clock as Catholic takes a 21-7 lead here in the fourth quarter. Now, if you're Anderson County, Austin, you're down your quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, it boils down to does J.D. Gillum come back in? If he doesn't, then, I'd say that's all she wrote, just because you didn't look at him give much of a pulse without him.
Mavericks up the right side out almost to 30. Hey, our thank you to the fans here tonight as Catholic and Anderson County have combined for $1,250 for Wreaths Across America. And that takes us already up to $3,000 in the 2 games that our veterans have been here to collect. They didn't make it out there to Powell this past week. Their next game will be Halls and Powell next Thursday. So when you go to that game, bring a little extra money and help support the Wreaths Across America cause.
So it is Booby Lavelle and Rocky Brown in the backfield. Jason Thompson, the slot receiver, actually the second receiver, top of your screen.
Lavelle will roll out looking to throw. And will finally just throw this one. And this one's intercepted, and that's what happened the last time against Powell. When you don't have a quarterback and you're trying to force throwing the football, Booby Lavelle's just not a quarterback.
Brooks Johnson on the pick just sets back there, and it basically throws into triple coverage, Eric. I mean, that's just, again, as Mark just said, when you don't play a lot of quarterback, you just kind of force throws.
And not only you force a throw, you're rolling out, to the...
You're dancing around.
Yeah.
And then you just say, what the heck, I'll just throw it.
Might not get many opportunities to throw the ball ever again. Might as well throw it. Johnson with the interception had 4 pass breakups last week to pick there.
Depending on what's going on with J.D., you may get lots of opportunities to throw it.
That is true.
And our thanks to Bacon and Company for their incredible support of what we do. Official apparel provider of the Rivalry brand and the apparel provider for both of these schools, Anderson County and Catholic. Our thanks to Bacon and Company. So first down and 10, and how the game has changed. It was such a close game for the longest time. And on the high school level, when you invest so much in the quarterback, a week ago for Powell, Deuce Rogers goes out. And when he went out, they brought in the backup. They did go down and score as Bartholomew will continue to run tough. Don't know exactly what's going to happen with Deuce Rogers tomorrow. Will he play tomorrow? Will he play next week? Not really sure. But Emily Ray Cochran with another man down. Any updates on J.D. Gillum?
Yeah, guys, I just got to confirm that J.D. Gillum will not be entering the game for any duration of this game. The athletic trainer told me that and pretty much said that he won't be returning, and he's currently in the tent right now getting checked out still.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much what expected the last couple of drives. You didn't see him out there. Meanwhile, for Catholic, Tyree King and the sophomore running back, or freshman running back, Cruz Bunton, had both been back.
Yeah, yet another man down. I don't know if this is all cramping or just injuries, but I think we jinxed it last week. We had so many cramps.
Well, we didn't have many at all the first 2.5 quarters.
Don't miss Beyond the Orange and Locker Room Sundays at 7 p.m. on TVSN.
I'm William Inge, linebacker coach here at the University of Tennessee. Look for me on Beyond the Orange.
Then stay tuned for Locker Room at 7:30. It's the Players Show with current players, VFLs, and experts from VolQuest. That's Sunday starting at 7 p.m. on TVSN.
And coming your way Sunday night, 7 o'clock Beyond the Orange and Locker Room Live at 7:30. You can catch all those on volquest.com as well. Second down and 6, 2 receivers both sides, and the Irish will keep the football on the ground and run that clock with a 21-7 lead.
Tell you what, man, Cruz Bunton's giving it all he's got tonight. He's clearly not feeling well. He's got some hard runs. He's running with a physicality that you love to see. Look at that finish there.
It's a physical game tonight.
As he's hopping off the field right now. It's a long hop.
Last week when Anderson County played Powell for a half, I sat there and listened to the conversation between Davy Gillum and Matt Lowe trying to decide exactly what to do about whether to be able to play the game and finish it up on Saturday. They just didn't have the administration to do it. Didn't have the security guards, didn't have the police, didn't have the administrators. I mean, there's a lot that goes into doing a football game. But the point of my story is that, Davey made the comments, and we only played one half of football, but my guys are beat up. That was a tough physical game.
Yeah.
And both of those guys looked at each other, shook each other's hands. They're great friends. They both wanted to win. They wanted to continue. But I was so impressed with both Matt Lowe and Davy Gillum. Their kids came first, and they said, let's just good luck the rest of the way, Coach. We'll see you down the road.
Try it again next year, maybe.
Maybe. It's a slow grind here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Catholic, all Catholic needs to do here is just hand the football off the rest of the way.
Yeah, that clock running just over 8 minutes.
Mitch Cannon back in the ball game, had a 7-yard touchdown run their last possession.
Just all the wind out of your sails when you realize you lost the quarterback. Bartholomew will matriculate his way down the field.
I said it in pregame, Austin. Sneaky good with the legs. Now, good off platform is Bartholomew, but a little underrated with the legs. And he's had a couple, he had the long one, obviously, but he's had a couple of nice plays with his legs here tonight.
He carries 52 yards for Mac. Don't call me Will Bartholomew.
Blocking the back, number 73 on the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
That's pushing Catholic up near that 100-yard mark. It's over 100 yards now. 100 exactly.
Well, here's the season schedule, which is more like a spreadsheet. Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday. Greenville at Sevier County. Looking forward to that. But next week, Halls at Powell and West at Central, the two games next week. A lot of good games this year on Rivalry Thursday and Rivalry Friday. Tomorrow night, Jefferson County and Sevier County.
You got to take a class just to be able to read that.
Well, you can look online and social media. I'm sure we've got it on there somewhere.
You do? I went down to there last night.
Appreciate you. Second down and 12. Bartholomew looking to throw. Throws this one deep. Overthrows the receiver again. Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome. I wanted to print out a schedule. So I went to rivalrythursday.com, printed out the schedule.
See? We aim to please. Yeah. Got games everywhere. WKNX the Knox, WBIR Plus Digital, Rivalry Thursday YouTube, Rivalry Thursday Facebook.
It's going to be hard to miss us.
It's crazy in today's broadcast world. You have to put the game on so many digital places. And WBIR Plus is a big one for us. Games will be archived there on Saturdays. You can watch them anytime. Third down and 12. Bartholomew throws this one short. And he'll be drilled. It's interesting. You talk about technology. There's a guy right in front of us here in the press box who is watching Conference USA women's soccer. He must have a daughter or somebody that's playing. And this is how it is. He's got a laptop in front of us watching Conference USA women's soccer while sitting here at the football game.
Yeah. I was going to say, really cool. Obviously, probably a family member.
Yeah. So fourth down and 12. Dare I say, last shot for Anderson County to hang in it. Bartholomew looking to throw, gets some pressure, looking to throw across the middle, catches, made it the 11. That's a nice pitch and a nice catch.
That was a great play on both ends. Bartholomew feeling the pressure, stepping up, releasing the ball, getting hit, and then Kason Jenkins makes the catch and then holds on to the football. Watch this lick at the end of the play right here by, oh, man.
He was kind of able, once he released it, to kind of get dug down. He didn't take too big of a shot like I thought he was going to.
Yeah.
But even if they had not got the first down, this game was over. Anderson County can't score.
Well, that's what we said with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go with Powell and Sevier County.
True, but both those teams had a quarterback.
Yeah.
No,
As
I know.
apples and oranges.
No, I know, but at the same time, I mean, TSSAA had already put Powell and West in.
I was on the sideline ready to do post-game, and I was not in the booth, and that's, probably good for everybody else.
That game was over. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Joe Newbert Collision Center. Joe Newbert Collision of the game is coming up, by the way. Also, Covenant Health. Knoxville Smiles. And Commercial Bank. 6:36 to go in the football game. Joe McNish. I don't know why we have a shot of Joe McNish trying to escape.
He's trying to figure out who called that timeout. He's hard at work.
He's worried about a timeout in a game that's over.
So there's Joe McNish. Joe, of course, as we say, he's handled stats. He's been with me in the booth for what? How many years, Joe? 23 or 32? Okay, I'm 24. But if you show me a 4 in your right and a 2 in your left, it's 42.
You got to remember, he's dyslexic. He
Did
thought
you just
south,
see that?
He thought southeast was northwest
Anybody
earlier.
see that? Yeah, Richie No wrote the directions on the wall.
Well, see, the funny thing is, everybody at home, they don't know which way you're pointing at,
Radio. First down and 10. Handoff up the middle.
I will say, home game tonight for me in the aspect of
here we go.
My kids go to school up here. So Addison, my oldest, Avery has swim. Addison is on the volleyball team at Norris. And so I was able to go over there and watch them play tonight. The JV won, the varsity won, and got 2 nice wins. Addison got the game-winning point on a serve against Elk Valley, so congratulations to her. And then Avery will be back out in the swim on Monday.
Glad the girls got their athletic ability from their mom. Second down and goal at the 6. Inside handoff, following blockers. And going to be taken down at the 3.
Isaac Hooper on the carry.
Yeah, it was so much fun, Eric. Austin was there. I got to referee an AAU basketball game where Austin's daughter Addison was in the game. And so,
was Austin yelling at you the entire time?
No, Austin was good, but Addison complains about the referees every game. So every time, whenever I would
she's
call,
listening, by the way, on the drive home.
No, that's great. No, that's great. So when I would call a foul on her, she'd look at me and go, "Huh," and roll her eyes at me. What number was she?
I don't know. It's 11, maybe. 11?
Whatever she was, I called her number, and I'm like, "Hey, 11, enough." It was really fun. Third down and goal at the 3. They'll hand off again off right tackle, walking in the end zone for a touchdown, and Catholic extends the lead. That touchdown, Isaac Hooper, who is a sophomore.
Yeah, some extracurriculars. See some laundry on the field there. I think that's some frustration that's boiling over.
Yeah, I think there's some fans in the back of the end zone that the coaches have come out on the field, and they are getting their players off the field. And some fans, some standing right on the back of the end zone, did a little bit of jawing. And I think Davy Gillum is asking that they be moved. High-fiving the players. So there's the touchdown.
Credit the offensive line again. Just another walk-in touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Catholic, but you wonder. It was a 14-7 game. Anderson County had the football. Gillum goes at it quarterback. Then all of a sudden, you don't have a quarterback, and no excuses. Catholic's played a great game. They got to clean up those penalties before they get to the bulk of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and there's all the yellow flags.
Do you think there was a penalty?
Yeah.
But no, again, once Gillum could not return, it was you were already down 2 touchdowns. You were.
This is an interesting discussion that they're having about. It's got to be about fans that are right on the field.
after the touchdown. Personal foul. Defense. Personal foul. Offense. Then we have an unsportsmanlike on 55 White. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So we'll take a look at what the guys on the truck are calling a melee. Back left side of your screen. Yeah. Yeah, that was uncalled for.
In the wrestling industry, that would be called taking a bump.
Well, Charles Humphrey, who has been playing on edge all night long for Anderson County, had a good game. He made sure to get his piece there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of discussions, the officials, and here he'll go to the back of the end zone. One of the referees has gone to the back of the end zone, and he is talking to the people who are standing behind the end zone. One thing I've learned as a basketball referee is it's not about just calling the plays on the field. It's about game management.
Yeah,
it's about managing the whole stadium or managing the whole basketball arena.
Easy way to fix this is tell all of them to move.
Get game administrator over and say, I just
get
need
out
you
of here.
guys to move.
You're holding up a game here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 28-7 is the score. Rivalry Thursday brought in part by D1, official training partner of the Rivalry brand. 4:59 to go. 10 plays, 41 yards in 4:58. Hooper with the touchdown.
Third running back for Catholic to find the end zone in this one tonight.
You know what I missed tonight? I just realized.
What's that?
Fireworks. Have we missed them? Have they not done any? Has it been because they've only scored 7 points? Or this is a dumb comment? Or
I made the comment to you. We talked about it after they scored the touchdown. I said, look at the fireworks. Like, we can't really see the fireworks.
Well, you couldn't see the fireworks. You couldn't see them then.
They had them in pregame. They had them after the touchdown. So, yeah.
Carson Newman post-game, Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Joe Nurbick Collision of the Game, our weekly picks. I had the women and children when we see how I did last week. Ugh.
Meanwhile, Camille from WBR went undefeated.
5-0.
5-0 for Big Camille. That was impressive.
Well, you now 3-2?
Yes, we were 3-2, and Mark was. You have to understand, since the Harriman-Kingston game did not happen, I just gave everybody a win.
Yeah, that was my one win. That was my win.
Everybody would win. Packer was technically 0 in actual games that played.
1-4, baby. And the one was a no contest. Come on.
So the stats count for you, but not for Anderson County last week.
Yeah. So now that Emily Ray, Cochran knows that, Camille went 5-0 last week.
Yeah, no pressure.
Pressure's on.
No, here's the dish she says to me earlier. She goes, hey, so I get to pick for WBIR, right? I'm like, yeah, you get to pick because you're in first place. You're 5-0. You didn't even do anything.
I also told her that you're a Cowboys fan, so she's got some things to talk to you
about Micah Parsons.
Yeah, about Micah Parsons. Yeah. She is an Eagles fan.
No, we talked about that.
So that's tough to grow up a Philly fan, but
it's been 30 years of futility for me, as my teams are the Tennessee Volunteers in football and the Dallas Cowboys. Those are 30 years of just, man, we were so close.
Hey, you did.
We weren't even close most of the time.
Did have a really good coaching change there after back-to-back Super Bowls that one time. So yeah, there's that.
Sound effects are brought to you by
the local audio shop.
No, they're brought to you by the local chiropractic services of Dr. Richie No, the former Tennessee walk-on who played for Johnny Majors.
Excited to see tomorrow night's, you guys will be in Atlanta, but excited. Aaron Harvey and I, along with Sophie Starkey, will have Rivalry Friday tomorrow. Jefferson County and Sevier County I know Spencer Riley really likes his defense, likes his running game. His quarterback is returning.
Spencer has molded that program after him, essentially. Hard-nosed.
Really have.
Good at the line of scrimmage, good on the ground.
Yeah.
Had good quarterback play the last couple of years as well. So, and then Sevier County, I mean, it's just so talented on that run.
False start. Number 6 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, there's a lot. It's funny how there's teams that they kind of mirror image the personality of the coach.
Yeah. I'll be intrigued to see what Sevier County looks like this year. Lost a lot of key contributors off that state title run. But also bring back some.
I'll tell you a sneaky good game tomorrow night is Grace at Carter. I'm interested to see what they did. They pummeled Northview last week. Was that because Northview just isn't very good, or is that because Carter's better than maybe people thought? I will say this. Mark talked about it last week when we were doing the picks about how they looked in the Jamboree. Carter did not play any of their main people
I figured
in the
that out
Jamboree.
after the fact. You said on the broadcast last week, I said something about journalistic integrity, and you said, Packer, there's zero journalistic integrity on this broadcast. And you were
I'm
right.
trying.
No, you were right. I'll throw myself under the bus. I watched Carter in the Jamboree, and I'm like, they're really not good. And then I picked Carter to get drilled by Northview, and then somebody says, they didn't play any of their first or second stringers. They were all like 7th graders.
Typically, it's a chance for the young, a little double pass here, potentially. Jason Thompson reversing field and nowhere to go. Typically, a Jamboree is when you can play a lot of young guys back.
Thanks so much. That's great.
My bold prediction tomorrow night is both running backs in that game at Carter have really nice nights. J.B. Stenson and then the kid from Carter both have really nice nights.
I know we're picking a lot of these games, but I mean, Gibbs Halls tomorrow is going to be interesting because the last couple of years they've gone back and forth. They've been close games.
Yeah, Gibbs was not tested last week. Halls looked
very much tested.
Looked not very good. How much do they rebound?
Yeah, I mean, is Halls going to start the season 0-2?
Does Powell start the season 0-1 because they didn't technically have a game that counted last week?
Does Powell have his quarterback?
Week by week decision. They've got to figure that out. Now, whether he plays tomorrow night against Farragut, it's a week by week decision. Does he play tomorrow against Farragut? Do they wait till next week against Halls? Find out tomorrow night.
Rocky Brown on the carry there for the first down, and Booby Lavelle still in there at quarterback, just handing the football off.
Well, as we got another man down, the Joe Newberg collision of the game. We'll go ahead and get some of this out of the way. So as soon as the game is over, we can get to the Team 100 documentary. And here it is. Bartholomew looking to throw and crunched. Big number 76. That's Charles Humphrey. 6'7", 310. Getting Mac Bartholomew and just crunch.
Been all over the field. Highlights on the offensive line, defensive line, celebration, penalties.
The coolest part's the music. I've never heard that. 17 years of doing Rivalry Thursday. I've never heard that track.
There you go.
Something new every week. So Halls and Gibbs, the teams that we've got next Thursday. Halls and Gibbs play tomorrow, and then Powell at Farragut. We've got the first region game. Boy, what a key matchup. Halls and Powell next week on Rivalry Thursday. The games start counting.
Mm-hmm.
These first 2 weeks are kind of like preseason games.
I think Halls, we had him on Rivalry Thursday last week, and Halls is so much better than what we saw last week, and they got a great quarterback. And, Oak Ridge's front seven gave him fits. So I'm intrigued to see the bounce back for Halls because, again, I think Halls is a pretty good football team.
Hey, this reminder about Colossal Productions while we've got a man down. Really excited about the partnership. They've got this huge Jumbotron, 7 feet by 14 feet. They're going to be at all of our games. And if you've got a tailgate, ball's going to be against Syracuse on Saturday. They're available because they just opened business. You can scan the QR code, and they'll bring that big screen out there, and you've got your own literally jumbotron, essentially, whether it's a birthday party, a wedding, whatever it is. Colossal Productions. Make sure you book ahead for the ETSU home opener. They can go out to Neyland Stadium and set up at your tailgate.
Pretty big game the following week, too.
Georgia the next week. I'm telling you, this thing is about to take off for my friends at Colossal Productions.
Jason Thompson now back in the backfield after Rocky Brown is off to the side.
Yeah, they're moving around when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, they were trying to run somebody off from the sideline there.
Before the snap, illegal procedure. On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Well, for Davy Gillum, as he's got Fulton opening region play next week, obviously the first order of business is the health of his son. We haven't seen JD since he went down. He's been under the tent. Not going to speculate. We do know he was fallen on by the big defender for Catholic. That appears to be something they'll have to figure out. What's the status? Thompson getting to the outside on the left side and will barely make him a couple of yards.
It's so difficult when you're completely one-dimensional. I mean, the defense can just tee off.
Yeah, and
the safeties can creep up. We've already seen it.
You look at the schedule. There's Fulton. At Heritage, Joe Ossavet has done such a great job coaching the Heritage program. You got Coach Helton at Carter's done a really nice job there, and then they'll come back home for Gibbs, Union County, at South Doyle, and then Alcoa. But they'll have to have J.D. Gillum healthy throughout this season for that Alcoa game to be meaningful.
Yep. No doubt.
Scoreboard says second down. Field says third down. Cut inside, and there's some quickness.
It's a good run. Kind of had that option out there, kind of gave it a look. Never really gave the motion to pitch it, but nice big gain there.
Take a look at what Catholic's got coming up. As we said, they've got a big game coming up next week against Lipscomb Academy, and then MBA. Of course, Lipscomb's got some replacing to do. Silverdale, Baptist, Innsworth, there's Halls. They throw that in the middle of McCallie, CPA, and Baylor. So they got a lot to get straightened out. They're up 28-7, but there's a lot to get cleaned up and straightened out.
This game kind of has a Tennessee flair with Tyree King, and that Baylor game later in the year for Catholic will definitely have a Tennessee flair.
Yeah. David Gabriel Georges, Gabe Osenda, Jamie and Theodore. That's going nowhere, and that is we've got the ball on the ground. We've got people thrown into the. Every time you see somebody getting thrown, it's Big Charles over here.
I don't know if it's the number or the way he plays, maybe both, but Javonte Spraggins vibes. Which is Javonte Spraggins, a very good offensive lineman for Tennessee, or was.
So down to the last minute of the game here. We won't see Catholic again, just the one appearance for the Irish on Rivalry Thursday. I'm excited about the Webb at Grace game on Rivalry Thursday here in a few weeks. And Harriman and Rockwood, the oldest rivalry in the state.
Yeah, we can see Shavar Young, the Clemson commit, when they play Grace here in, about 3 weeks' time? 4 weeks' time?
September 18th. Our Thursday games, Halls at Powell, Alcoa at West, and then Webb at Grace in Greenville at Sevier County, which would be a sneaky good one. William Blount and Heritage, great rivalry in Blount County.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Greenville. Watching Zayden Anderson, the Tennessee commit. He had 2 deep touchdowns last week against Morristown West. Just ran right by the Trojan secondary. Speed, and more speed.
And we saw some of that tonight. So that is the game tonight, as Richie No has called it on the PA with 30 seconds to go. That's your ball game. Let's get out of here. Let's all go home. 28-7 is the final score. Still 15 seconds to go, and Richie No is thanking his sponsors, Golden Girls, right down the street. 28-7 is the final score. We'll wait till the clock hits 0, and it just did. So time now for the Carson Newman postgame report.
Which will be abbreviated because this game took so long.
Be abbreviated, and we have already done a couple of elements. So in other words, this one's going to be the postgame. All right, let's head down to Emily Ray Cochran. Hey, Emily.
Tyreek, back-to-back 100-yard games. You get a touchdown tonight, make some big plays down the stretch. How'd you get it done?
I couldn't do it without the line. My quarterback, the team, the well blocking, giving the QB some time to throw it to me. So it's all about the team.
Yeah, of course. And 2-0 to start the season. How does it feel?
I feel great. We're going to keep it going.
And, of course, you got some freshman, sophomore making some plays as well. How cool is it to see your teammates, excel on the field as well?
It's great. I mean, they're all good players. They work hard and practice every day. So seeing them do this, it's like regular. It's just regular to me.
What's the mindset heading into week 3, and how do you get to 3-0?
Go out there, execute, watch film. We're going to watch a lot of film on Lipscomb. We're going to go out there and execute. And, yeah, we're going to play hard.
How's it feel to be MVP for week 2?
It feels great. It's a blessing. Thank God.
Send it back to you guys.
Yeah, Exterior Home Solutions, 6-star MVP, gets a little mini helmet, and congratulations on pick night for that young man. And then we'll cram our way in here in the booth. We'll get Emily Ray Cochran down there ready to go for the pick segment. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's the pick standings. WBIR, since we'll rotate all of the sports anchors and reporters, 5-0, thanks to Camille Gear last week. Austin and Eric, 3-2. And moving on to this week, when Emily Ray is ready down there, we'll get the pick segment started. Okay, let's just go ahead, and when she gets on the headset, she can join in. First game that we're picking, Gibbs and Halls. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, this one's a toss-up for me. History the last couple of years, close win for Gibbs last year. Halls the year before, as you see Catholic celebrating there. I don't think Halls is going to start 0-2. So give me Halls also playing at home.
I'll take the Red Devils as well. I think it was a great learning week. Amari Lethko, had some bounces that went the wrong way, had some decisions, some reads last week against a very good Oak Ridge team. I think Halls gets the win in that rivalry.
I agree. I think Halls bounces back this week. I do think it's a close game.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a great atmosphere, but I'll take Halls by, I'm going to say, a touchdown.
Okay. Emily Ray, you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you guys, and I'm going with you guys, too. I got to go Halls. I think they're going to have a bounce-back win as well.
I can't make up any ground if y'all all pick the same thing I did. Oak Ridge at Clinton. Emily Ray, you're first.
Oak Ridge, they had such a dominant win against Halls in week 1, so I think they go 2-0 to start the season.
Yeah, Clinton's undefeated, after the no contest last week. I'm sorry, I wanted to throw that out there. I will take Oak Ridge as well. I think Oak Ridge is sneaky good. I think the Wildcats are going to be really good.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Oak Ridge last week. Again, that front seven, just relentless. Athletes all over the field in this one. Give me Oak Ridge.
I will take Oak Ridge as well. I do think it's closer than most people think. I just think that ultimately a couple more playmakers for Oak Ridge gets it done.
Yeah, I mean, Clinton's going to have a good season. I think Oak Ridge is really good, though. Powell at Farragut, one of the questions is about Deuce Rogers. Honestly, I don't know that it matters. Farragut was down 27-0 to Sevier County, lost 27-7. When you look at the line of scrimmage, I think Powell is better. I think Powell wins this game whether Deuce Rogers plays or not.
I'm going to take Farragut in this game. I'm going to go. Wow. I'm going to make that Deuce does not play, and I'm going to take Farragut to win this football game.
I was leaning Farragut too. I mean,
go for it.
I think it's a very big deal if you're.
Don't worry about the fact that I live in Farragut and I've got to drive back through there tonight. It's okay.
Just his uncertainty. I think that's the story. So give me Farragut.
Emily Ray.
Yeah, I'm going Farragut too. Nice. Whether Deuce Roger plays or not, I think this is 1 week where they could win this game for sure.
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that y'all all took Farragut. I mean, not disappointed. Love Jeff Courtney. Love Dr. Bartlett and everybody, especially Don Dodgen. Okay, Heritage at CAK. Emily Ray, you go first.
I'm going to go CAK because our defensive player of the week at WBIR this week was actually a CAK player. So let's go with that.
Okay. Personal knowledge. Austin.
I'm going to go Coach Ossovet and the Mountaineers. I'm going to take they jumped out. They were about to score to go up 2 scores on Clinton last week before that game went into lightning. I'm going to take Heritage. I think Coach Ossovet schemes it up.
Yeah, give me Heritage.
Okay, I'll take Heritage as well. We'll see what happens, but I'll take the Mountaineers. And finally, West at Maryville. We've not talked about this game this week, an emotionally charged situation with Lamar Brown, the former West coach, now on the defensive staff at Maryville. Maryville coming off the loss to Alcoa in a great game, 28-21. West didn't play last week. I'll take Maryville to bounce back on what I think will be a really good football game, Austin.
I'll take Maryville as well. The loss of the game and not being able to play a Week 1 game for West against Bearden was, I think, to the detriment of West. I think they could have used to knock the rust off.
And Maryville had the opportunity to learn
even in a loss, I think they learned a lot about themselves. I'll take Maryville.
I was going to say, I mean, you lost the game, but you played good. You played really, really well against arguably one of the best teams in the state, the entire state, regardless of classification. Give me Maryville.
I don't know what's going on the field, Emily Ray, but kudos to you for hanging in there and being able to persevere through this.
Who you got in this game, Emily Ray?
I think they're just singing. They're hyping up. They got the win. I'm going to go West because, like you guys said, this is an emotionally charged game. They're essentially playing against their ex-head coach. So I think they're going to go into this one with a lot of fire.
Wow, you got Maryville starting 0-2. Okay, that's the gussiest move I've ever seen, Mav. All right, Emily Ray, thanks so much. We'll see you tonight on WBIR and the Blitz tomorrow night, okay?
Hey, go Eagles!
That sounds good. All right, we'll see you later on. Hey, tomorrow night on Rivalry Friday, it's Jefferson County and Sevier County. Pregame show starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7 on all of the platforms. As we leave you tonight, time now for the Team 100 documentary brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. A special look at the incredible run to a state championship a year ago by Sevier County, who we will see tomorrow night. Final score tonight, Catholic gets the win, 28-7. Here's Team 100.
This special airing of Team 100 is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park, the #1 lookout in Tennessee.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
What was it like to witness this explosive team?
I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to answer that question. What was it like to watch this explosive team? This is where I talk about the Wild Eagle ride at Dollywood. This is where I say, this high school is right on Dolly Parton Parkway. You turn off and you go to Dollywood, and there's a ride there that's my favorite ride. And it's smooth, but it's up and down. It's got a whole lot of turns. And before you know it, you get done and you go, what just happened? And that's kind of what happened with this team in the playoffs. I mean, every bounce went their way. Every call was at the right time. This team came together like nothing we've ever really seen before.
Yeah, we're all so close. We're all a brotherhood. We got a lot of fight. We care about each other, man. I mean, that says a lot about our team.
The Sevier County Smoky Bears are going to be a big threat, averaging over 40 points per game.
And this is why people love watching this team. Picked off.
What a stunning cut! It's in the books. Sevier County, your 5A state champions in Tennessee.
You're watching Team 100, sponsored by Gatlinburg Sky Park.
A little bit of a chill of the air tonight in Sevier County as we are at the base of the Great Smoky Mountains at one of the most beautiful venues you will see in America. Legitimately, Smoky Bears 10-0 undefeated. They'll play host to the Central Bobcats out of Knoxville, and the crowd here in Sevier County is excited about this team.
You know, we had a little saying, you know, if you want to play when it gets good and cold, you got to take care of business week in, week out, regardless of opponent. But you know, Central's a very talented bunch and had a lot of teams beat at halftime through the year. So, you know, we didn't have to show our guys a whole lot. They respect for first downs.
This time Newman with the quick pass out the left side, looking for a block. He'll get it in the end zone. Touchdown. Big. Third down and 2. They'll go off left tackle, following blockers. Touchdown. Number 21.
I talked to my parents about this because it was, to me, it was a really a huge opportunity to really show my skills to all the people watching that night. I just had that one goal. I was going to get through those guys, get past those guys, no matter what, and hopefully get to the end zone.
We knew coming in that we had something to lose. Those guys really didn't. They were the underdogs. So we knew we had to click. We knew that they were going to come out swinging, and they had nothing to lose. They were going to come out ready to play.
Throughout the broadcast. Oh, football comes loose.
It's just that we're legit. You know, we're here. We're as good as they can get, and we're going to give anyone a good challenge. No one's going to walk over us. We're nobody's weak sister. We're gonna play ball.
For the Powell Panthers, they're used to this time of year. This is when they switch from chicken during the season to steak in the playoffs. The last 3.5 years, Powell's won 11 playoff games and a state championship. For Sevier County, over that stretch, only 2 playoff wins. But the Smoky Bears come in tonight's game undefeated at 11-0, looking for redemption, but they've got to get over the hurdle of Powell or West.
They got a lot of speed, and they got a lot of skill. Deuce is really good. Connor's really good. I mean, they got playmakers that can do the ball. So, like, whenever you play a team that's good like that, you know that's not going to be a shutout. You know, we had a good defense. They had a good offense. It's just going to be a battle all night. It just depends on who lasts longer.
I think Powell was a wall we had to break through. You know, we had you know, regular season-wise, you couldn't ask for anything else on how our regular season went, playing our best ball going into the playoffs. But that was, you know, I think that was the game, and if we don't take care of business, the season don't feel like it's very much successful.
And last year they got the best of us, so it was a big thing to come out and make a statement. You know, you beat us last year, but it's a different team, and we're not afraid of you.
Third down and goal at the 1, off left tackle, churning towards the end zone and will not get there, but they say he did.
You know, you're not supposed to close your eyes, but I closed my eyes and bared down, and I guess I got enough to get in there.
I'd say after we scored, it was just a jolt of energy.
It's like that just gives your defense a little bit of like, hey, okay, our offense has our back. Let's go out there and do the same thing for them.
Receivers near side. Rogers in the pocket, can step up and flags down on the far side of the field. Not going to matter. This one picked off.
Stopping Deuce was the first option. We knew how we had to stop him. And Deuce excelled. I mean, he was all over the field. He played a great game. He's pretty much the head of their snake. We knew he was going to be a tough matchup for sure.
First down inside Sevier County territory. Oh, they'll fake to Wheeler. They got a receiver all by himself behind the secondary. Turn it for the end zone. Touchdown. Stooksbury. It's Dylan Stooksbury for a 48-yard touchdown. They'll run it. Rogers off left tackle. Cuts back inside. Leans for the first down.
Look at him
and
go.
Pushes inside. Wow. Puts it for the end zone. Oh, wow. Finally down at the 2. And that one could do it.
we preach all the time. You play the 48 minutes. That doesn't mean you play the 45 and not the last 3. And win, lose, or draw. We're going to play the next play, see what happens.
Yeah, we knew at that point that we had to pass the ball pretty much every play, and just the coaches were giving us good play calls in that situation.
Rolls right, has all kinds of time. We'll set up and we'll throw deep, and there's Hedrick. Hedrick comes up. There it is. How about that grab?
The big third down pass to Bryson, that I feel like that really just helps us flip the momentum a little bit.
So we ran a man beater. Dude guarded me, got picked, so to speak, got wide open, and it was the easy part to do, just catch the ball.
They're looking for a big bounce. They get the big bounce, and did they get it? Yeah. Wow. Sevier County gets the onside kick.
When we got that onside kick, I was just so excited. So we get in the huddle, and our coach just looks at me and says, "Run as fast as you can." He called my
rolls right, gonna look downfield, has a receiver behind the secondary.
Go to, so just do it. He had to play for it, and it worked.
We scored, okay, now we've got to go perform. The offense has completely brought us back, so we cannot go out there and fail them now. So it was kind of just like a deep breath and go play.
Rogers rolling out, has room. Oh, be taken down from behind. Second down. Rogers. Oh, takes it down and then picked off. Did he get it? Yeah, he did. Yep. What a stunning comeback.
After everything kind of settled and we're out there about the knee is when the emotions kicked in, because I had a couple of seniors come up to me and was like, you saved my season, you saved this is my last year, and I'm just hearing that and how much it meant to them. I'm just so blessed to be able to the Lord blessed me with that moment.
I mean, it was just pure joy, I mean, it was a hard-fought game, obviously. A lot of people, even on the live stream, just stopped watching after we were down. It was all the emotions you could think of at once.
Take us through your emotions right now. How are you feeling?
It's a crazy experience. We try to keep our heads in those situations. Things get hard. We work on that throughout practice during the weeks. And, we came out and, you maybe got a little luck on your side, but hey, a win's a win.
You're watching Team 100, sponsored by Gatlinburg Sky Park.
Not only was West a great team, but they were 2-time defending state champions, hadn't lost a 5A game in a long time, and then we had to go play at their place. We knew that could be tough if we let it be tough to us, but we just had to go in there with the mindset of it's just another football game, and we knew that we had the guys to go win it.
The all-white jerseys, they make their way over to face the 2-time defending state champions in 5A. If you're going to be the best, you got to beat the best.
It's been a defensive battle there for a little bit. 0-0. Ball was in the air. I went up and got it, turned it as best I could, put the ball back in Coop's hand. He got 3 points going to halftime. That's pretty big going against back-to-back state champs going up before halftime.
To put somebody on the board, field goal is up and it is good. And the Smoky Bears will take a 3-0 lead to halftime. Split receivers. Dubon has time. This one is tipped. And the catch is made. Touchdown. And that's how they...
It's going to happen. These are good teams. That moment's going to happen. But we're also a good team. Our moments are going to happen too. And you never know, because anyone's bound to make a play at any time.
Has all kinds of time. Throws this one deep. Receiver is there. Ball hangs up in the air enough.
And I seen the ball, and I went over there, knocked it loose, got Coop the ball, and he just does his thing.
Minute and a half. Third down and 1. I don't think so. Nope.
Definitely going to go for it. That's the way you're thinking. And Coach Penn just looked at me. I'm thinking something else. And trust me, it's there. I said, run it. No hesitation.
Pretty much everybody thought we were going to hand the ball to Jude Costner.
I looked over at Cooper and said, "You throw me the ball, I'm scoring."
This is their play. They'll play fake. They'll look to throw. Receiver the line zone. Touchdown!
Like we used to do that, you know, recess football, anything like that, me and Parker growing up with each other.
They got fighters, we got fighters, and they have guys that's been there and done it. It's only appropriate that happened to us, but even at that, they hit the field goal. No panic on our side. I mean, I got players, instead of panicking, they're saying, is it from the 25 or the 10 in overtime? They just want to know, let us know the rules, let's play.
Hand off the right side. Looking for the end zone, touchdown. Second down. They'll look for the end zone. He gets in, touchdown.
And we're over there talking to the coach, and Roman's like, let's run shoot, which is the exact same play that I scored the touchdown on against Powell. Coach Penland gives us the go-ahead, and we go out there and we execute it to perfection.
Will look that way. Has a receiver all by himself. Touchdown. One more time. It's Jude.
And ultimately, like our defense, the grit, they had a couple mistakes that we took advantage of in the very end.
Run that way. Devon looking to throw. Throws for the end zone.
He's short.
He's short. He makes the catch, and Sevier County will move on.
Regardless of the seeding or whatever, I mean, Oak Ridge is Oak Ridge. Obviously knew it wasn't going to be easy, knew it was going to be a four-quarter bloodbath just like the rest of them.
Valley to Cinderella against the Cardiac Kids. Cinderella's got to be Oak Ridge with what the Wildcats have been able to put together. The Cardiac Kids are the 13-0 Smoky Bears of Sevier County. As the last 2 weeks, they've used every second on the clock, all 48 minutes to get past Powell and the two-time defending state champion West Rebels. And here they are, Smoky Bears on the road at Blankenship Field.
Our mindset at that point is that we're not a Cinderella story. I mean, people can say that we didn't play people or that we're lucky to be there. We weren't. We were beating teams and we were playing dang good ball. And so in our heads, you know, we got another game to play. Forget the other ones. Forget everything we've done. Let's go play a game.
Against a big Sevier County
Oh! This one intercepted, and look out, it's Jude Knox.
Gibbons will get the football right up the middle. Touchdown! Stansbury will look that way, takes a shot deep. There he is behind the secondary, makes the catch, turning on the Jets, touchdown! 70 yards, right on cue.
Fortunate for Sevier County, a nice drive, no points. Can Oak Ridge make a pay?
Stansbury going to take a shot deep to Presley again, makes the catch, and here he goes again. 170-yarder.
You know, the further you get, the better the teams are. So they got playmakers, so they had some big plays, some big, you know, breakaway plays that happen, and you can't let that get in your head, you know. Like, that drive's over, let's go score. Let's go play defense again.
Points in the last 2 minutes to pull out that win. He's looking to throw, has single coverage, has a receiver, is the catch made? Touchdown! What an adjustment.
The back and forth fight was everything, I mean, a player could have wanted. If you're a winning type of mindset, you don't want an easy game, so it was exactly how I liked it.
Second down and 7 at the 8. Stansbury looks to throw, takes a shot to the end zone, behind the secondary, touchdown! Reaching high in there to get that one is Malik. Cooper Newman rolls left, looks for his receiver, almost picked off.
Instead, touchdown.
Boy, what? Smoky Bears bring pressure. And
that's a nice play. Nice play.
Parker Newman again?
Yes.
We got that one stop that we needed, and they gave Cooper and the offense an opportunity.
So once we broke the huddle, I feel like we needed a big play to happen. It was second down and long from like our own 7-yard line, so I backpedaled a little bit. Then we caught a double move, and once I saw Hayden clear, I just let it go, and he pretty much didn't have to change speed the whole time. He caught it.
The second highest ratings we've had in 16 years. Cooper Newman takes a deep shot, has a receiver,